everyone, welcome to the Squid Invasion stream. Yeah, Alex, you might like this new level because it's made entirely from dicks. And it's got flowers growing on dick-shaped walls. Yeah, you better find the stream quick, because I'm gonna make the dicks disappear.
Dicks be gone!
Or should I? I guess they're still useful for testing, actually.
Wait, where's the dick?
This here.
Oh!
Many rooms have dicks in them, see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I declare a dick war.
7, 8. Wait, what's that sound? Did your mic
dick
quality...
I never ate.
Did your mic quality suddenly drop?
Maybe. I might be getting Comcasted.
No! What does that mean? Why? Where's that from? I keep hearing it.
Because Comcast is like the worst internet provider
That
like
makes
ever.
sense.
So, yeah. That's what and I have Comcast, so
Oh
when
no.
my internet goes bad, it's a verb that I have got Comcasted.
You've gotten Comcasted.
The Comcasting couch. Did you see that the casting couch meme where 9/11 was on the couch and it said, "So you're 18 now," because it was yesterday or 3 days ago, 4 days ago, and it turned 18.
Oh god. Finally 9/11 is getting a blowjob. Yes.
Or giving, because they were on the couch.
Oh, well. Well, no, I don't know. I assume you put the model on the casting couch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the model would be giving the blowjob. Oh, Colin,
Yes.
why is Colin messaging me instead of just appearing in the voice chat? Unbelievable. God, I gotta troubleshoot why this guy doesn't get it. Okay, let me check my Colin.
I've been working all morning. Still have psychology homework to do, but I don't know what. I'm literally just supposed to ask people 2 questions. But I don't know what those questions should be.
Oh my god, what the hell is Colin doing?
What does Colin do?
Wow, Colin is having troubles. This mysterious new viewer is having troubles. Amazing. Nothing
I'm gonna
works.
start having troubles.
Oh no, you're gonna get Comcasted.
Yeah. Disconnects. Oh, I hope you can't hear.
I hear that.
I'm just gonna play some Tetris 99, you know.
Well, viewer is watching the stream, I guess, so that's good. Why is his name Viewer? How will that not be confusing? His name is Viewer, and he's viewing the stream. Alright.
I love Viewer.
Okay, now the fucking hardest part will be to make these squids all use the same AI so they don't mess shit up and they just hopefully go around this big cock. Yes, hopefully they all just go around this big cock without any problems. I mean, they won't. I didn't set it up or anything, but let's see. Let's see what they do. I don't even know why there's dots here. Very curious.
What the hell? So, a T-spin, right, Florian?
What's a teaspoon?
In Tetris. I thought you would know specifically. I think I know what it is.
Right.
But I don't know. Apparently I'm supposed to do 2 of them.
Well, I have no idea actually. I don't play Tetris. Because it was taken
Really?
from me. I never had phone. No Tetris
Never had-
for me.
Tetris isn't a phone game.
Well, where do you play it then?
On the everything else.
Well,
You don't remember Tetris Friends? Before it got
I don't
closed
think
down?
it was on PC at any point properly.
Yeah, Tetris Friends, the Flash games and stuff.
Flash games?
Yeah,
I don't want Flash games. Who wants Flash games?
Tetris Friends.
Is it multiplayer?
Yes, it was, but now it's gone. It's too late. I thought you knew about it.
Why is it gone?
I don't actually know.
Maybe
It was
it's
around
not
for
gone.
years.
Maybe it's
decades.
gone because it's Flash and Flash is gone, but Flash is still accessible.
I honestly have no idea why it's gone. Everyone seems upset that it is, so.
Damn, maybe they took down the servers. What on earth can I be doing? Well, I definitely want to get rid of these balls if they're not doing the right thing. What does this mean? What does anything mean? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so in this case we do that, but only.
I believe he gave up trying to get his mic to work. Oh.
Well, this time he's trying to get his speakers or headset to work.
Oh. There's something. I hear something. I heard a does it.
What, by him?
And yep, I heard him say does it, and that was it.
I think it works now.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I hear him. Wow, that voice. Oh yeah, you're way too quiet, obviously.
Okay, so
Wait, do you hear
Just one
us?
step closer.
well,
He doesn't hear us. Now we
I
can,
do.
we can talk bad about him about his back. Oh no. Nah, can you increase your volume? I guess you're never done struggling with the settings.
I do.
Okay.
I probably have weird accent and stuff now.
Accent?
I'm gonna guess he's a Russian of sorts.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. He didn't
Um,
mention Russia.
I got it.
Damn.
Getting good at this.
I thought he'd be Eastern European. Damn. Guess you're right.
yeah.
So you're mean about the misadventures of Melon?
Well, well, when it comes to the misadventures stuff,
Huh? I didn't hear what you said. Wow, this is gonna be a problem. You're still too quiet. Increase your volume.
okay,
Can you? Is there not like a way that you can go into Windows settings and increase your volume? Enable microphone boost or something?
Turned him up to 200%.
Yeah, me too, but that's not enough.
Yeah.
Needs more volume.
Can't you just make Discord louder?
I don't know.
Motor King.
just wait a second.
Oh, that was slightly better.
Hello, by the way.
Yep. Hey.
Hello. $11 a month, by the way.
What?
What?
What are you paying for? Alright,
So
anyways.
KR Cartographer, he was mean about Melon.
Yeah.
What
Well,
did he say?
Well, I
Why
guess
did he
we'll
say
wait.
it?
I guess we'll wait till his mic is better.
No, I
And
can't.
louder.
I can't wait. I have to know.
Well, apparently he made a whole. Are you in the Melon Discord?
Yes.
No, I know
am.
you are. I'm asking Alex.
I am.
Well, you can look what he wrote there. It's about 10 pages.
That's still there.
Yep.
Oh, that's a pretty passionate amount of text.
And then I didn't read it, but then Reese was saying, "Oh, all I tried was to make people happy with my game." I don't know how
Well,
mean
yeah,
you
I
were to
mean-
him.
That's what my goal is when I make games. So if someone's a dick, it's just like, okay, it's not for them. Sorry. Move on to the next person.
Well, I think he had more problems with the way he was marketing it, because he said it didn't get enough views, I guess. I'm not sure.
That's his problem?
I guess we'll see once he talks.
Well, that's a very non-problem, and I hope that isn't his problem.
Well, I mean, I think he tried to educate him on what he did wrong with promoting it. Oh no, what are they doing? Are they stupid?
Yeah.
No, why are they stupid?
Can you hear me now?
Well,
Can you hear me now?
I don't think he got any louder, but I guess I hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah,
Alright, that's
you
great.
hear us, though.
I think there is latency too, so that's a problem.
It seems fine.
Ah.
What's your ping? I don't know. Oh, I don't actually know if you chose a ping. Well, wait. Why did I even test that? I didn't test anything. Okay, this is a very slow stream already. I can tell. How long have we been
Alright.
going? before
Alright, what'd
getting
you
any
say
work
about
done?
Melon?
Yeah, explain yourself.
Let's get into this.
Alright, if you want to hear me explain myself, then the thing is, I come from Russia.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yes, we established that.
Yes, and?
Talk.
Yeah.
The tradition of
Tradition of what?
like there is the Russian tradition of reviewing that's rather different from the.
Well, why don't you just say what's wrong with the game or what you were complaining about?
Yeah. Let's get into that.
From the normal Western approach. It's like okay, so first and foremost, I think that the page, the Steam page layout just wasn't very good when compared to how the castle crashes. The game that was inspired.
Wow.
Okay.
Subpar
What's wrong with
Steam
it?
page.
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
It doesn't even come up when I type in Melon. Amazing.
That's not even out yet, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
You can keep giggling, creepily. Come on.
There is a latency problem too, so that's certainly delaying me a little bit, as you can see.
A latency problem?
So well,
Wait, a latency problem in the voice or the
Why don't
game?
you,
Yeah.
why don't you just talk?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like when I talk, I hear myself like 5 seconds after I say something.
Yeah, that's because you have to mute the stream. Holy shit. I can't believe you didn't mute the stream yet. You should be hearing us double too. That's your latency problem. Oh god. That's hilarious.
Did Reese take any criticism seriously from this guy? I'm actually being serious. Like, I don't usually like to be an asshole, but like,
Well,
okay,
honestly,
whatever. Okay, I seriously haven't done this.
Oh, Reese is here actually. Let's see what he thinks. Actually, he's muted. What's up with that?
keep talking about your problems with the game.
Did you fix it yet?
alright.
Did you mute the stream yet?
Alright. So when it comes to the problems, I think there is a problem with how the in-game sounds work. Like if you compare it to other games, there are sounds for pretty much every notable action. But when I looked at boss, and if you look at the trailer for say Castle Crashes, you see it pretty easily how there is when there is an attack from any boss and whatnot, people. That's it. You can hear it both alongside the music. But
That's
when
pretty hard to judge considering you haven't actually played the game.
Oh, he hasn't?
Well,
He hasn't, right?
I did see the 20-minute video about it, so
Oh.
you know.
Well, I guess that's
Whoa.
something. Wait, where did you see that video? Did it
Well,
have? Did it
like
have?
if you just
Did it have the
if you
audio
just
on?
Who keeps leaving and coming back? 'Cause that's...
well, if you just look at it on YouTube, it's
Yeah,
it's
but
there.
it's important which one you watched, but maybe that one didn't have the
okay,
proper audio.
okay, just give us a second. Give me a second, okay? I'll give you the exact.
I mean, I just want to make sure that you didn't have some kind of let's player that was talking over the game, because then it would be pretty hard to judge the quality of the
Or like a
game.
let's player with bad audio quality too.
Well, it's the new Castle Crashers video about it. Mabi impression, Mabi versus games.
We're not talking about Castle Crash, we're talking about Melon.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
It's-
it's
yeah, but
clearly
he's
inspired
still
by
called it-
Castle Crashers, but if it's not like exactly similar in every way,
But well, his video called it the new Castle Crashers. So
Oh
you know.
my god! Well, it's not Reese who
called
made
it
that
a-
video, is it? It's just the Let's Player who did that, right?
yeah, right?
Like, just give me a second.
I think you need to... Doesn't sound like his opinions are very...
Well, he's right about one thing. I only skipped what he wrote, and he wrote the game has the controls on the Steam page, and that seems unnecessary. And I agree, that seems completely
agree with that.
unnecessary. Why would
I'm
you?
here.
Oh,
I mean,
agree
if you
with
want to
that.
just hear me an example, like, can you imagine what it
Hold on.
would be like if
Hold on.
Dark Souls had controls on the Steam
yeah,
page?
yeah. Hold on. No, I get it. I agree with you on that point. Hey, Reese.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is weird to you, but do you know the guy who was talking in your Discord?
Yeah, no, I could hear. My microphone just wasn't working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see that video? That's a video before the game came out, so it's got loads of bugs in it and everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it's
Like, it was
And
having
then-
a really bad problem, so you couldn't even see most of the game.
And that's what he's basing all of his complaints off of? That really old
I-
video
I-
with
I-
the
I mean-
incomplete
I mean-
version of the game?
I mean, look, the thing that really inspired me to, well, I mean,
And we have a
you
heavy
can say
attack.
you can, like, maybe I didn't play this game, maybe there are other problems, but the objective fact is that it only has,
I had to
has 4 reviews right now, so that's definitely there is definitely a marketing breakdown there. Maybe the game actually looks great and better than a lot of other games I saw, and a lot of other games that actually had pretty that had like worse graphics and worse other stuff, but it's clear that the game, the way it was presented, didn't click. And I said at the start of the thread, before it got derailed, that there was a problem, that I'm trying to establish why I'm like theorizing it in that whole thread. But of course, your two fans attacked me over it.
Attack? Oh, well, you're talking about
I-
the guy.
I-
No, it's fine. He talked about the guys in the Melon Discord. Okay.
Oh, yeah. They're like 12 years old, so don't take anything like...
There's
what they say.
Reese standing up for his fan base. They're all 12 years old.
No, I'm just saying, like, obviously they're like 12 years old, so they can get defensive over anything they're fanatic over. But in the news, I will, in fact, not news, in general, I'll post a video. And it's timestamped, so if you click it, you'll see.
A
That video's
what?
got.
Oh, I already
Um,
found the video that he was talking about. I
Oh no,
think.
this one's different.
Alright, so if you look at what I wrote over there, another point was that how to say it, that the description for the game pretty much gave away the whole story and like the whole that it has 6 levels and stuff, and I think that doing this may discourage people from checking out the game if they were originally on the fence about it. I hope it makes sense to you, right?
What part of it makes them not want to check it out?
I mean, well, let me just read the whole description. Like, it will be, so, join Melon in this misadventure that takes him through 6 amazing chapters. Snow, caves, forest, swamp, mountains and corrupted lands, to battle through corrupted creatures, and to make your way back to the village and save the world through this evil. Right.
Wow.
I'm
So-
gonna sound clip that and put it in the new trailer.
Swamp, snow, lands.
Yeah, this is exactly the marketing genius behind 4 reviews.
No, yeah. So what's wrong with that?
Well, yeah, well, I mean, so
What
you
is
say that it has 6 amazing chapters, and then you put on that you just say that they have like the most typical names
Yeah, it's
names
very
ever, and
generic,
there is like
actually.
a clash.
Oh yeah, the levels are quite generic, but
I don't think he was naming them. I think he was just
Wait.
saying the setting of them.
Well, it's
Yeah,
he still makes a good point though, that you would list these generic levels in your description as like the selling points. That's, I guess, less than ideal, but I guess let's carry on with the description.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I mean, you know, you just pretty much immediately admit in the description that you have a typical save the world plot, and that you pretty much just immediately say how the story will end. I mean, and I think that the real marketing, the best marketing, is the one that at least let the people guess about what will happen, that creates some sense of mystery. Like, look at, for instance, that new Kojima game, right? That's trending. That's what it's called, right?
oh yeah, I'm definitely going up against Death Stranding here.
Oh, definitely.
Well, so I mean, honestly, like they had the recent gameplay video that's like nearly an hour, and if you look at it, the game itself is actually pretty generic in a lot of ways. It has like those Ubisoft style towers. It has like pretty much the same sort of stealth that Metal Gear Solid had, the Phantom Pain, but it actually looks pretty ridiculous because you carry a huge box on your back the whole time.
You're
so it
right.
looks like-
That's what I should do. I should just get millions of dollars and put it all into marketing.
Oh,
You're
come
a
on,
genius.
why don't...
look, sorry. I'm taking way too long.
No,
in-
hold on.
To the point, but my point is the actual gameplay is actually not good. But because it
So
took
what
them
you're saying
so-
is,
but because it took him so long to show the gameplay, instead he showed stuff that was mysterious. He showed that stupid baby. He showed like that actor from Walking Dead, and he like showed everything that just wasn't the game, and so he let people guess. Yes, and so that's what I'm saying. That your description should be more vague. It shouldn't exactly tell people.
I think that's kind of terrible.
No,
I've
hold on.
already done stuff like that. I've got development videos on the game where it literally just shows snippets of things that I'm working on at the time. So
Well, that shouldn't be a
What?
problem.
I don't want to do the shitty like so what you're saying thing because I'm stupid, but like I'm gonna do it anyway. So what you're saying is he was too upfront and clear when he advertised the game.
I mean,
That's what I gathered from that.
Yeah, well let's just ask some more questions. So,
Yeah.
so do you
Alright.
actually like the gameplay of Metal Gear Solid? Then is it 5 that you're talking about? Oh no, Death Stranding, I guess.
Look. I only said it as a
Yeah, no,
compare-
I know.
comparison.
Just tell me.
I-
Were we talking about 5 or Death Stranding?
Look. I said that the actual gameplay of Death Stranding wasn't very different from the 5th
You
Metal
said
Gear
it-
Solid, but they didn't say it upfront. If they just said it upfront that the gameplay would be a little different, there wouldn't be much excitement for the game. So that's like the point.
It's Metal Gear 5 with forest and swamp, and you get to save the world. And here are the controls.
Oh my god.
Everyone would go crazy and they would buy it immediately. Damn.
Okay, okay. What if we just say use as an example? Let's use a game that came out 8 years ago and that keeps on inspiring other games ever since. Like you can guess what I'm talking about, right?
Man, I know there's a game that came out at a time that's really influential. Oh, if only I could think of what game that was. It's GTA 4, isn't it?
I was talking about Dark Souls actually.
Nice.
So
Yeah, because like it's been 8 years, or it's actually been 10 years if you include Demon Souls, the game that they actually
Sure.
started with,
So what-
and there's been and there are still there has still been there are still games that are inspired by it coming out. Like there's
So-
been Remnant from the Ashes like 3 weeks ago, and there is Blasphemous this
Yeah, I know,
week.
it's obviously great. Alright, what are you saying,
Uh,
Luis?
so,
yeah,
so,
I
alright.
still
Okay,
don't
so-
get the point.
Okay, so
Oh.
what the point is? Just imagine if the description for Dark Souls on the back of the cover was written just like the description for your game right now.
Okay,
It will-
But do you
okay,
think it wouldn't sold as many copies as it would have?
yeah, well, I mean, just imagine it would have read something like be the chosen Ash, go through land of demons, land of skeletons, land of some other stuff, and like you go, you cut down a lot of skeletons, and then you either burn yourself or you snuff out the fire.
Yeah,
That's it.
but
Just
the
imagine.
difference is Dark Souls has a lot more content, so it can't list off those things, and it just has to have a synopsis of its story and some.
Wait,
things
you're
about the
saying
game.
it would be better if it was possible to list off all the content?
Look, I'm saying that the best advertising is the one that leaves the player wanting for more and leaves them wanting to buy the game to find out what happens more there. That's what the advertising for Dark Souls does. And,
I'm not
and,
putting
like,
a cliffhanger in my fucking description.
but I mean, seriously, just give me a second. I'll look up some other games.
Okay, even if I did change it, like I could change it right now, even if you wanted to. I bet you wouldn't sell anymore.
Well, I mean,
well,
you don't know for sure, but I mean, the problem is most likely not those things, but I mean, improving those
Yeah.
things wouldn't hurt, I assume.
Oh yeah, obviously. Like, but the thing is
I mean, why,
I just got
why
compared
did,
to
why
the
did you
new
put?
Metal Gear Solid, which is the 5th in a whole round. They could put a jobby on their cover and it would still sell as good.
Well, I don't know if they bore people with their really mundane description. I don't know if that would be helpful.
I mean, just look as an example. Wait.
I mean, fair enough. I could easily, I could think about it and I could change the description and things, because I didn't put like everything listed down. I just put the most important things listed down, so people know what kind of game they're getting into.
I mean, trailer is like supposed to kind of do most of the things. Just like I just checked the stream for a second, but I see that nothing happened on the stream. So like on the stream, you can just go so that anyone who is watching and listening to us can understand. Just go to Steam and look up, say, Remnant from the Ashes. It's a game that came out.
We know. Everyone knows.
Well, I mean, it's a game that came out at the same time as your game did, and I think that you can even guess that maybe it even interrupted like with your game and prevented from selling as much.
Oh yeah,
as it
my
would.
my game came out during Gamescom. Of course, it was like the most terrible time to release, but I already had the release date set and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Damn, I guess there was nothing you could do.
But wait a second. But like, I understand when people who are working for console publishers and stuff say they have release date set because like,
Steam, you have to set up. That's out of my control. Once I've done that, I think.
Oh, you can't change it?
You
once
can, but I think you have to like go through like.
not once you've put up your page.
Wow.
Once you've put up your
I
page.
did not know that.
Public.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wait,
Wait, is that the main
anyone...
reason why you chose to wait that long?
Well, no, I was already set that date just so it wouldn't take too long. That was just a goal in mind. But once I put up the page and stuff,
Well, when was that?
and I heard about Gamescom and stuff, and I was like, God damn it, it was way before. Like it was up for.
Well, surely you could have delayed it
or
whatever, I guess.
Can I say some things that I think we can all agree with?
Hold
well, maybe
on,
except for the
Okay,
Russian
okay.
guy.
Hold on, let's just.
All's well ends well.
Yeah, Colin's
Wait,
here,
so-
by the way.
So did you did you enjoy Melon?
Oh, he didn't play
He
that,
didn't
I
play
don't
it.
think.
Oh, geez, so why are you talking about it? How many games
Yeah.
have you released? How many games have you marketed?
Oh.
Tell me that.
Oh, Reese, you don't have
I'm
to be this
marking
defensive, Jesus.
Reese, I know why you're upset, and that's kind of why I've been picking on this guy a bit, is because I do agree with everything he said. However, it just sounds like why is he so passionately picking apart at it? Like, I get, like,
Okay,
there's problems with that. Shut up for a second. I get that there's problems with the way you marketed your game, but I don't understand why he's so passionate about pleading his case about it. Because to me, it just feels like he just wants to flex his big brain on you. Be like, look, I know how to advertise the game, and you don't. It doesn't sound to me like he's trying to help. It just sounds like he's being an asshole. Even though what he is saying is correct. I do agree with everything he says, but it's just the way he presented himself that I have a problem with.
Presentation.
Look, Discord.
Colin, you're so quiet. Can you troubleshoot your mic?
So tell me why you're so passionate about the way Melon was marketed, and I might think differently about you.
Why don't we make him buy the game, play it for a week, and then come back, and then he can actually talk about it?
Well, his problem isn't with the game itself, clearly. Yeah. It's about the way it was marketed.
Yes.
But yeah, then you can see how it was marketed.
I mean,
you can see the content.
I mean, do I get to talk now, please? Or
I want you to answer my question.
Wait, there was a question in there?
Yes, I asked him why he's so passionate about picking apart the
answer
advertising.
your question.
Okay, let's
Yes. I can't believe you didn't pick up on it, Florian.
I thought it was rhetorical, Jesus.
No.
Look, no, it was a rhetorical question, and now it's to speak. The point is, I mean, look, Florian is a cool guy. He made like one of like the original body of Isaac.
I didn't ask you to suck his dick. I asked you to answer the question.
Well, you can stop interrupting, jeez.
Okay,
Yeah,
look,
like
the point is, like I said, the game looks good. So when I see that that it actually should just completely splattered against the wall, and four reviews out of 3 weeks. That's like the level of some games that has that's like made out of Unity assets and stuff. That's like what usually gets sales this bad during this time. Like I've been.
It seems like you're not answering the question.
Listen, I was upset because I do want to do well. I do think it has potential, I'm completely and I was just floored at how it just didn't seem to meet it. So I was writing this because I did wanted to analyze why, and yes, maybe I did write it abrasive. If it wasn't in Discord chat, if I was like got to just write it out and say Microsoft Word and then post it to you, then it would have been it would have probably looked a lot different and more diplomatic. But yeah, I was writing it all in one moment, so it certainly wasn't as
yeah, fair enough. If you do want it to succeed, though, tell people about it, make content about it, play the game. That's all I can say. And
did you?
It's a good one,
That's
man. I love the gameplay style, but I grew up with that type of shit, side-scrolling beat 'em ups. Like, it's my absolute beans. Like, I love this stuff.
Colin,
The thing is, I would
Just
market a lot
ignore it.
more.
What?
oh, Colin, why do you sound so ASMR? This is
I'm
painful.
sorry.
Well, it was against
I got
bots.
a mic
Okay.
stand today instead of holding it.
Oh, let me see.
Why are you still so close to it then?
Well, fuck. I thought this was appropriate.
Hey, real quick, Reese.
Yeah.
Did Russian guy come up to you and like explain first that he wanted to, like, how did he like first present himself? Did he just immediately come out the gate like nitpicking everything about your marketing?
I have no idea. It all started with having the
wait,
12-year-old,
wait.
so...
Well, you could scroll up in the
Yeah, I'm checking.
yeah, you could scroll up for 12 pages and you'll see it.
Yeah, I am.
I wish Russian guy was better at displaying that first off, because it just sounded like he just came in here to be like, I know what's best for everything.
What
and
are you
I'm so
talking
smart."
about? I specifically
Just
asked him
a
to
second.
explain all this stuff, so you know,
I asked. Okay, yeah. Okay. You're
No,
right.
Okay, so it's-
Just a second.
I'd just
scroll up.
like to say something if you wouldn't mind me say. But if a guy comes along and says he knows everything, why the fuck is he not spreading that intellect?
he is, isn't he? He's telling us.
Anyway, so his
in
first-
a clear way, like
His first message was, so are there any plans to get this game out of current obscurity? Because, let's be honest, Steam reviews, or lack thereof, clearly show the current game hasn't resonated. Then somebody said it only came out a few weeks ago. And I said, well, I'm super pressed for time, but yeah, I want to do a lot of videos, blah, blah, blah. Then somebody else said, I know,
Crashers.
like, when I get it, I'm a big fan of Castle Crashers, which means I'll like it a lot. And he said, well, I heard most game sales usually come from the first few weeks. That's why no one cares when stuff like Den Nouveau gets cracked, like 2 months after release, because by then most of the relevant copies have already sold. Of course, that's for games with budgets and such, and this plays by
huge
different rules, but still.
multi-million
I said,
budgets.
yeah, most games sell right away, but others get a burst due to marketing or someone picking it up.
Is
Hopefully
that
I
you
can work
saying
towards-
that?
Yeah.
And you need to remember.
I said, hopefully I can work towards that happening, as it hasn't sold much.
Like, dude, when it comes to, like, you know, summer holidays, winter holidays, whatever, like, there's not many games kicking about, and maybe, you know, kids, whatever, adults have some extra cash, and they like the gist of the game, and they just go out on a whim and say, fuck it, let's give this a go.
Can you really not
Like,
talk
that's
louder?
a big thing. That's a big thing for indies, I feel. I wouldn't have gave Isaac a go if I wasn't bored one summer.
Yeah, just try to talk louder, okay, please?
I thought I was too loud.
No, you were too ASMR. You were like this, and it was really annoying. Okay?
I'm sorry.
Hey guys, just laying in my bed here. Hey, it's
Nicole! Stop!
Sorry.
Well, I guess that was technical out of it, you know? Just
well,
further
like-
away from the mic and louder. I'm surprised I have to explain this to you, a sound guy.
Oh, listen, I have a different mic stand.
Yeah?
It's a tripod. So it's kind of a bitch.
Oh yeah, do you know, Colin, do you know how I said my grand's cat had 3 legs?
Your
Wait,
grand?
what?
And I used to call him Tripod.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died like a week
No.
ago.
No.
Stuff like that.
Wait,
Yeah.
who?
Sorry.
Who died?
My grand's cat.
Oh,
That fucking
Yeah, it
sucks.
looked a lot like Tango. That's
damn. It's like,
I just said tripod, so that just like burst into my head.
Yeah,
fuck.
'cause fucking-
What a
it was a
scarred
good
life.
nightmare. And
remembering
but the
dead
thing is,
cats at any moment.
From what Reese told me, that cat like fucking was a trooper.
Oh yeah, definitely. He got hit by like a car and got one of his legs chopped off, and it was fine after like a week or something. He was roaming about, jumping up
Jesus.
fences and stuff.
How long did they go on for?
It's a long ass time.
Yeah, 10 plus.
Oh yeah, over 10.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Well, it's my cat Tammy lasted 18 years. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
My cats last an average of 3 months.
What the fuck?
Aw.
What are you doing with your cats?
chili sauce, apparently.
I'm not sure. They always run away, or actually they get hit by cars usually.
Damn.
Oh my god.
I've had like 8 cats,
Stop buying cats.
and they all die.
Well, you still have a ninth one to go through because cats are supposed to have nine lives.
Yeah, they'll all just come back
Perfect.
one day.
Yeah, they'll come to haunt you.
They'll just
Wow.
respawn back in your bedroom.
I knew a guy, or I know a guy who is like a brony
Damn.
who got a cat, a little kitten,
Well, that
and he was
okay.
posting about it, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like 3 days later, he was like, "The kitten I've been posting about is dead. Goodbye." And that was it. That's all I heard about it, and I'm kind of creeped out. Like,
That is creepy.
Do you know what
Did
a
you-
group of kittens is called?
Wow,
I'm
a litter.
pussies.
A cloud of kittens.
Whoa, I want to
Yeah.
kill kittens.
A clue.
It's like a flock of sheep. It's a cloud of kittens.
But no, it's a litter. What are you on about?
No, it's a cloud. Look it up.
Clove?
It's an armada.
Not mad.
I think all of those descriptions are just from one silly book that was written 100 years ago.
I hope so. Because then
Yeah,
you can
definitely.
perceive it as history, can't we?
Yep, this is it from now on. It's always this book.
You can't rewrite history for it.
Collective nouns for groups of animals.
You know, it's like really strange. It's like one of those things I'm still not completely really comfortable about when it comes to English, because like those weird names for pretty much every different group of animals, like how there is a murder of the crows and
That's a
whatnot.
thing that comes up a lot, is it?
I mean, like
What
in,
are your
in
main
Russian and-
problems with English?
Would you believe me if I told you we called a group of Russians a faggot of Russians?
What?
Damn, yeah, I guess there's no denying
Usually call
it.
everyone faggots. so-
I'm really hope no other the Russians watching the stream lol.
Yeah, I know. Russians get real homophobic. They really don't like that name,
Yeah.
but it just stuck. What can you do?
I'm just saying that like if someone else watching, they'll probably be like now demand that I insult you with something too, so that I can like stand up for the honor of the motherland and other stuff like
Yeah.
this.
You have to stand up to your
Alex is like-
land.
Alex is like, yeah, we call them faggots.
Or they just get decapitated.
but like at this point, just give so little fuck now. Like after we had those elections and protests and other shit. I mean, people who just read Western media and stuff just think that just think about homophobia and other stuff, but like for instance one of the most popular like rappers in Russia and stuff, pretty much all of them are just homos, you know.
Is it true that lesbians are like A-okay, but you just can't be like gay?
I mean like what's actually true is that is that like it's considered that if you're in the media and stuff then you can be whatever like you can be lesbian, you can be homo, but if you're like on the lower, but if you're like lower class, then then people will not like you, because like we have a couple of rappers that are known to have some critique. We have like some other rich guy, like there is a guy who was like there was a whole genre of criminal music, and like the guy who was like the most important singer of those. There is like a photo of him getting just getting fucked up the ass, and that's it. And people accepted, the ones who know about it.
I just zoned out. Is anyone talking to me?
No.
No, okay.
So I guess the great and popular Alex will be okay being gay in Russia because he's such a big celebrity in indie gaming.
Is Alex moving to Russia?
Maybe.
No.
I mean, he's clearly gay for this guy, right?
Alex is moving to Lithuania.
Oh,
no.
Lithuania is pretty decent.
I am.
Okay.
I was not aware
Is
of
it
this
you?
motor kid.
Oh damn. Well, I guess you're
I
being
didn't know if it
kidnapped.
was-
Alex
I didn't
is
know if it
moving
was
into my
Horatio
basement.
or Alpenter. That's
Damn,
fucking
everyone
good.
wants a piece of Alex.
Why does everyone want me?
All I want is
Nah.
a sock.
I just like to know how you're doing, bro.
Damn.
I'm alright.
Nobody wants a sock.
I don't want to.
I live in Washington State now, Colin. Since last time we spoke.
Whoa. Wait, I
Wait,
thought you were
really?
in Germany.
Yeah, I thought you were in
Uh-huh.
Germany too.
Nope, not anymore.
What the
Jesus.
fuck have you been
How
up to?
times have changed.
I'm in college now, stupids.
Hey, no time for,
Oh,
for
I
exploration
understand.
of Europe.
Colin, our baby's all grown up.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck that happened. You just traveled thousands of miles away to get an education. Fucking well, GG.
He travelled home.
Like you're
Yeah,
doing,
there's
you're
lots
doing
of,
something, right?
Are you gonna stay in America or are you gonna come home to Germany at some point?
I'm staying in America.
Forever.
Oh,
No more
probably.
German
fucking dreams are
ancestry.
I'll still go to see mommy and daddy though.
Wait, they're in
You
Germany
gotta.
still?
They are.
How long?
I don't know, at least another 2 years probably.
Oh wow.
We'll need to have like an Alpenter con in a couple years.
An Alpenter con at my parents' house.
Yeah, I'll DJ it, and
Oh my
I'll
gosh.
get some rappers on the stage like Little Xan, and it'll be a right hype night. It'll be
Name
like that
dropping
Hannah
the unknown
Montana.
players.
You remember that? What was the guy? The YouTube FuzzyTube. We'll do a
no.
FuzzyTube con.
No.
Except I'll not be scuffed.
Why would I know about that? Jesus.
Oh, dude, that was fucking big drama for a while.
Why, what happened?
Basically, he said Drake would be performing.
Oh yeah, and Drake was like, I've never heard of this. What's going on?
Oh, yeah,
Drake
guys,
was like,
Drake-
I've never heard of this dude.
Drake will be performing at AlpenterCon.
It was
so
like,
your
it was
tickets.
like, I believe that Drake will come because I've been talking about him, and that means he's going to come perform.
And
Because
God
I
is
believe
great.
that it's going to happen.
Amazing.
It reminds me of someone, but I'm not going to say who it reminds me of because
Yeah, it's so
yeah,
unobvious, damn.
Well, I hope it's not me.
Oh no,
It's Christian, Jesus.
no,
Oh,
no.
real,
Wow, you were doing the Christian
Nah.
voice.
It reminds me of someone that we know altogether, but I'm not going to say who it is, and I'm
Oh,
going to say
fuck
no,
you.
even if you get it right.
That's
Russian
not,
guy
that's,
in here?
that's not
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I'm still here.
That's
The
not
exact same
gas, that's
situation
not
happened.
gas.
I can't believe you're still on about that, Jesus.
want to know.
If I want to
No,
know,
it's-
I'll ask him in private.
It's
Do
some
I know?
bullshit drama. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, look, no, I mean, I'm still ready to talk more about your game if
I
you
can't
want.
wait.
Fair enough.
Wait,
Hold on,
question.
though. Let-
do I know this person?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
It
no, don't
doesn't
worry
matter.
about it.
Yeah, you can't even narrow it
Yeah.
down.
Oh, I want to know.
It's one guy got hated by the whole entire internet for it, and the other guy's not. So we'll just keep it at that.
Jesus Christ,
What,
I-
is it someone we know
I'm gonna
personally?
guess.
Yeah, you know who it is, Florian.
Well, I don't know. It's not like the
I
whole
think we
internet
offered
cares
that.
about it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like one person got slandered by the internet for it, and the other person
What?
we personally know, but it does not matter.
Man,
Yeah, I think I kind
now I
of
want to
lost.
know more.
Well,
No.
damn.
I'd rather keep it. It's
I mean, the thing I'm thinking you're talking about isn't known by anyone, basically, so you can't possibly
Yeah.
talk about that.
Keep it low.
it's between like a small group of people.
Yeah, keep it low, but if
Yeah.
there's any slander involved, it should be dealt with because that's not good to slander an enemy.
I'm just leaving it. I don't.
Yeah, don't have any
hey,
involvement. Don't.
You want to hear
add
some
opinion.
college stories
Uh,
so far?
Yes.
No, I want to hear him talk about my game.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Hold on,
I was trying to
just-
break away from the.
Are you
I-
getting any money from Melon currently?
No.
Damn. You didn't.
Yeah, no.
well,
But you didn't reach the money where you get the payout yet.
Nope, not even
Jesus.
with Reese 5 and no flashback combined.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, wait. So like you had to pay $100 to get it up on Steam, right?
I
so
honestly
funny.
think
Yeah.
I think there'll be a
so, like,
He,
slow
he
I
didn't
mean,
sound like he was making fun of you, Reese. Jesus.
no, look. I'm just trying. You at least got that back, right?
Well, no, not yet.
Okay, okay. Because like you see, that's like maybe. Maybe like yeah, you can say that I was too aggressive and stuff, but like the people who like those two fans of yours, they pretty much straight up told me at one point we don't want more people to buy the game, we don't want more people in the server, kind of. And I mean like maybe they were annoyed with me, but seriously your game
Once
was
again, I'm not responsible for them. I do try keep things like that off the server.
like yes, sure, but yeah, I just want to say that if I start off as being abrasive, it's because I just thought that like the general mood in the server, it was kind of not in alignment with the situation that the game was in. So
Don't feel insecure because a bunch of 12-year-olds have been screaming at you about an indie game. That's just
no. Look. I'm saying that when I first look at the game
yeah.
page, and when I saw it has 4, and then when I looked at the server before I wrote any message on it, and when I just saw that people were like, fine, everything's fine. I was like, what? It just felt like the mood was in a disconnect. So that's why I maybe started my message more abrasive than I would have normally, because I really saw that at least someone like needed to be shaken out of what looked like complacency to me, because that's why I started writing, because if in my experience of like watching Steam, and like Steam Spy is a thing that was made by the guy who later made Epic Games Store, so he knows his stuff. Basically, he's been observing Steam for years, and he's been saying that like that the game pretty much gets its like most of its sales during the first months, and then it usually
Everyone
gets
knows that.
yeah, and that usually gets them during sales. So that's why, unless there are some exceptions, like I read blogs from some devs who managed to get more sales during their second years and during first, and
Yes,
how like
yes.
they managed comeback stories. So that's why I think that like whatever is currently not games, they definitely need to be something definitely needs to change
Yeah.
change right now. So
the thing is, a lot went into the marketing, but there's a lot to marketing that a lot of people don't see. There's things like putting adverts on websites, making deals with certain places to get adverts up, and there's like getting general word of mouth out and setting things up. Like, see if you type in the misadventure of Melon
I
onto
actually just
Google.
typed it.
Yeah,
in,
it has like the official Google thing, where it actually says.
Hold on, guys. I just want to say that I did the thing where they should now follow the leader, and I'm going to test it for the first time, but go on, Reese.
Hey, awesome. But yeah, so there's a lot that goes into it. I have to send off like identification and stuff to Google to get the game like verified on Google and stuff. So there is a lot that goes into it that you don't see
Game
behind
crashed.
the scenes. The crash.
Yeah. Amazing.
Nice.
Oh, an actual error. I wouldn't have guessed. I think.
Yeah, there is a lot that goes into it, and for one person to do all that, that is quite hard. And it is honestly a gamble, or if you've already got an audience, or if you've just had been in the right place at the right time, sort of thing. A lot of that goes into it.
Okay, well,
I got lucky.
Obviously, if you've got a piece of shit game, it won't sell. But like, I don't think that is 100% the reason for Melon not selling.
but like what I think and what I read from like a lot of different dev blogs and such, that like you're supposed to like spend like like at least the last 3 months before release, or if you're like in a situation like your game where it's already out, and like now pretty much you'll kind of need to like your best hope of like reaching a lot of sales by like contacting a powerful YouTube and stuff, which as we all know is pretty random. It might be to like do like an enhanced editions and stuff, like to say that like, it's like misadventures of Melon Remeland or something like this, so that it gets attention that something has changed. And well, so that like you're supposed to spend like a couple of months doing this, like trying to set out a narrative and like making it so that I mean, like if you just look at this engine, I don't use Google, by the way. I use DuckDuckGo because it's like more neutral, because like you search it and searches what people see on average, and not it's like not tainted by your own searches. But yeah, you probably know this stuff. Anyway, how like you know that like not a single game publication wrote about your game at all. Like I'm not even talking anything big like GameSpot and whatnot. Like just even the like really tiny stuff. Like there is this game publication called Clickist. I think that's how you're meant to pronounce it. Which just writes about games that are like really small, that are like from Kickstarter and this kind of stuff. And yeah, even this publication just wrote nothing about you. Like even the publications that write about .io games, like even they wrote nothing. So I think that's like one reason that like yeah. And
Well,
how,
the problem is that most of the time those publications usually just copy each other. So whatever is popular is just gonna be on all of the publications.
yeah, well,
I
well,
actually
mean,
noticed when Jim Sterling talked about Poor Mouse, then there was no one talking about it before, and then afterwards there were like a bunch of websites that just copied Jim Sterling's article.
Yep, same thing happened to me.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Exact same thing happened to me.
I didn't know about that.
well,
It's amazing.
yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for
I
Jim
was
Sterling,
emailing
I
Jim.
wouldn't have found any of you. So, well, I like obviously knew Florian from original Isaac, but I like before he did that video, I didn't know that if he was doing anything else. So, yeah, but anyway, yeah, the thing is, I think that like if you look at it from the perspective of the people who run these websites, they like kind of try to keep a balance, so that they want to write about things that most others write to get the clicks, but they also want to get like a ratio of like 80% of what everyone else does and 20% of like stuff that no one else does. So there is a balance, so that people see a reason to go to their website and not just to the biggest one. And so like you can ideally still try to play them this off of each other. And like there are also websites that are in foreign language, so I mean, like if you go to just Metacritic, like there are our websites, obviously there are websites that are like, I mean, there are German websites, of course, there are even there is one or two Turkish websites that are verified by Metacritic. There is a website that's from Iran, of all places, and like Latin American websites and whatnot, and like a lot of publications you can try to play off of against each other.
So I've got a question. Will you be buying Melon?
I'll try, but like look, the thing is, and I know it's gonna go to sound weird, but like you know that after sections in Russia happened and stuff, what actually happened is that some of us are now using like credit cards that Steam doesn't accept. We have now gotten a payment system that's disconnected from Swift.
Can you use PayPal?
pretty much the most reliable way for me of buying stuff on Steam is through mobile payments now, believe it or not. So I'll try to set it up and then I'll buy it.
What a hero! He has to go to next town over and purchase a mobile phone to get his copy of Melon. It'll be amazing.
Because my credit card system is not supported by Steam. I have to first transfer a bunch of money into my mobile bill, and then I have to transfer it from mobile bill to Steam.
So that didn't answer my question. Are you going to buy it or not?
Well, it sounds like he's trying to buy it if he can.
Once I get this done, I will. I promise you.
Awesome.
Well, there you go. Now you have to listen to him. Now that he's a loyal customer.
He's going to come back and be like, it's a piece of shit.
I think it is a garbage.
I mean, I'll admit that it's like it's probably not the kind of game I would usually play, because I mean like, you know, I mentioned Dark Souls before, and I think it's like one thing, because I think that also after it came out and after a bunch of other stuff like this, the gaming landscape has also shifted, so that people who are looking for indie games now, there are now more interesting games that they know are hard, they can brag to people and say that, wow, that game was hard but I beat it, and like games that looks more casual, like fewer people are interested.
Does anyone actually do that? Does anyone actually brag that they beat Dark Souls or something like that?
I feel like they used to.
I did when I fucked up Gwen for the first time.
Wow.
It took me 4 times to like beat it. Like I stopped playing the game 4 times.
These cocks are not in the right position, damn
I was a
it.
fucking I mean, here, I could, I heard you were talking about Jim Sterling earlier.
Oh wow.
And whatnot. And I could kind of end things on quite a good note here. I've got his old emails pulled up.
Oh, he's not gonna respond.
No, when he did respond to me, I can tell you what he said to me.
Were you asking me? Sorry, I might have. I was just looking at Squid Invaders 2 now. You know, I'm just thinking like the things that we were asking. I was asking about the melon and stuff. Like, I'm
Still crashed.
I'm curious. So like, did anyone else write about? Like Florian, how many months do you think it will take now and before you can release this? Or
Oh my god.
I don't even know, man.
Florian,
Yeah.
look in the memes page. This is the best video ever.
Is it the one about the...
No,
the
just
Easter
watch
egg?
it. You see. It's our Facebook video, so...
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
I'll
I'll watch
post
it
on
later.
Discord.
Why is it always
Facebook
Facebook with you? I don't want to have my Facebook shown.
I don't know if there's any
No,
way
it's
to
not
view
good
it
for
without...
stream.
Why are you on Facebook so much, Reese?
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, what is wrong with me?
Fucking Facebook.
you want to
I
hear,
check it for my work.
Can't you find like the original video without it being uploaded to Facebook illegally?
Okay, let me just get my detective skills on.
Wait,
okay.
this doesn't like show up in Discord, does it? Where like the video actually... No. Wait, what happens? Oh, it does work actually.
Oh, there you go then.
That's pretty cool.
There you go. This doesn't need this detective panel.
Some pretty good Rick. Did he just do the same dance as Rick? That's pretty cool. Oh, I could have full screened it. Oh well. I guess you see it this small. I guess you better go on to the Squid Invaders Discord. Oh my god, no one has used this chat yet. Fuck. And this chat keeps popping under. Why does it keep popping under? Whatever.
Yeah, I'll get some feel good posts up on the Discord.
Huh?
Uh,
I don't know what you mean by that.
The emails Jim sent over in regards to Squid, Poor Mouse,
Yeah, what about it?
because no one's really seen them.
Oh, come on, it's so long ago, and don't leak private emails.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's a private email.
It isn't?
Like,
Well, too late now. Come on, Poor Mouse isn't happening anytime soon.
oh, for sure. No, he just said that like the most satisfying part of his job was to be able to give developers like us a leg up, whereas other publishers have thousands, if not millions, for marketing. You know?
He can lift both my legs up and do whatever he wants.
And I felt that was a really good point to make. You know, even a couple years later, like it's true.
Sure.
Like, and that was the part I was trying to emphasize.
Do you know what you should do, Florian?
No.
You should cut all internet out and then work on Poor Mouse, Squid Invaders,
Yep.
Isaac Battlegrounds,
Yeah, Isaac Battlegrounds.
and Melon 2, but cut off internet and just sit for 10 years working on all of them,
You know,
and
I
then
won't
come
be
back
able.
and just release them all.
Actually, maybe I might be able to work without internet. Oh man, could you imagine?
You could.
Yesterday I played Crossout for 8 hours. We got this new clan going, and we actually earned the most valuable resource in the game now that allows us to make the most powerful weapons that you can't even buy for $1,000. It's pretty good.
Dude, you know what scares me about like the MMO games, or not even MMO, but like free-to-play stuff, is once you hit the gap, like, oh, I've hit the very highest to the peak.
Well, now you're way too quiet.
Sorry. What bothered me about those types of games, like Elder Scrolls Online is bad for it, where you would hit a peak, you'd be your max level, there's nothing else you could do besides repeated raids and whatnot. And
Yeah.
it didn't add much new to it. But
Well,
I
that
think
just
Crossfight's
makes it
different.
It just makes it obvious that those are just some stupid games, because if the grinding is
yeah.
interesting and then it ends, what's the point? Or if the doing the quests is interesting and then it ends, and what's the point? That's why I feel like these RPGs don't really work as being like multiplayer games.
Yeah, and I feel like
Well, I guess they do.
They add expansions for free, right? Where you can get like.
Oh
new
yeah, but
mods.
it's been a while.
I mean, sure. But
Oh wait, no, I guess they just added a new pack that you can buy. And then you get new stuff, but you can also sell that stuff on the marketplace. So there's now a car that has flamethrowers, and then when it doubles the damage of flamethrowers for like 10 seconds, and it works with the other flamethrowers that are in the game. So I guess that's kind of cool. Too bad now everyone has to die in fire.
it's very successful in console as well, so it's definitely like a free play hit. Like, it's how it should be done, really.
Yeah, I can't wait for Jim Sterling to ruin it by crusade against loot boxes and getting Crossout banned.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Alright, I guess it's about time that we continue with the list of grievances against the Melon store page.
Nah, I came here.
It actually was kind of fun right now that like to hear like our game, Russian game, being praised right now. It's kind of funny because like the website I'm usually on like AJ.ru and Riot Pixels, the Russian gaming websites that are like really old school and like really critical. That's why I may come off like this, because like in Russia we have some of the most critical reviewers. Like we gave the original Halo. Do you want to guess how much like Russia's most popular game reviewer gave to original Halo?
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest.
Who put it in the microwave?
Ooh, someone did.
Well, I don't know, I think 20%.
No, when it was 60%, it was 55%, I think, to the Halo 2, and something like this to Halo 3. Like, pretty much all Halo games up to Halo 4 got between 50 and 60%, and like, pretty much all COD games since first Modern Warfare got between 40 and 60%.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't even critique the game itself, but anyways, Colin, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't really agree to doing a music stream or anything. We
No,
just
no, no,
I'm
I
just
only
working
offered.
on I'm working on programming of pathfinding still, and I keep
Yeah,
running
I
into an
only-
infinite loop. So I guess that's fun.
No, if that takes priority, dude, I always told you, if you don't have anything else to do,
Right.
then that'd be something I'd like to get into because it involves, it helps my workforce.
Yeah, I'll try to get up a build soon so you can see how it actually works at the moment.
Yeah, that would be really good. Just to see what materials and
What's that
impacts we work
sound?
on this.
When I just look at this and like the games you're making, I think that's an kind of important thing for like the game to sort of succeed. Like maybe cross out, maybe other stuff that are kind of like made with an audience in mind, and I know it probably sounds harsh, but like you're also supposed to ask what kind of people you think will be buying this and. Yeah, and it's like there is a design theory I had for a while is that the games pretty much are at the core are like composed of a pyramid of three elements. So that the first one, the base is gameplay, obviously. Then the second the second side of the triangle is the aesthetics, the graphic, like both the graphical design and the music and sounds and everything. And like
Alex, we
third
can
side-
hear you.
And like third side, which is
Fuck you, Alex. I know I want to talk and I'm probably pretty noisy too, but damn.
Sorry, I'll mute
and
myself.
like third side.
Sorry.
Ah.
And
Okay,
like
go
third
ahead.
side, which can be the smallest, is like the plot and theme, and it can be very, very small, but it can still butters it, like how in Isaac, for instance, like it has pretty much no written story, but it has like very powerful theme associated with everything, how it's like all the dream of a dying child and whatnot, and how
There's
like
a
it makes.
lot of themes in that game that are
Yeah,
like subliminal almost.
Of course there is, but like again there is like the core, there is both the mystery, how like even though it seemingly
Very much
has
so.
like no direct plot, it can still hold attention,
Yeah.
and like it's actually interesting how like one thing that actually got me really thinking about how games succeed and how they fail is like you guys, you probably didn't pay much attention to it at all because it was back in 2014, back when like you were at the top, and back when Edmund, when he was releasing the Rebirth, but like at the start of the year, about half a year before Rebirth was released, there was another game that was much like Isaac, and that was new, but I tried to do a few things differently. Uh, do you guys remember it? It was called Our Darker Purpose, I believe.
Nope, never heard of it.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like you know, back when you were at the top, when you were literally at the top of the genre. I think back then only like Spelunky was like the big competitor to you guys. I was like.
Yeah, I'm
beating
pretty sure
Edmund's-
that the roguelike genre didn't do well at all before us.
Yeah, like you really how like first was you and then it was I mean I think that at the time there's like at the start of the decade, like in early 2010s, there were like three whales of the reborn genre of the roguelite. Since like true roguelike, how some people will say that like all your games are roguelites, and like the only two roguelikes are the text-based, since like original
Yes.
NetHack.
Annoying elitism, I
yeah.
know.
I mean, like you know, you can question my competence about other things, but I have actually beaten NetHack. Like I may have done
Which
it on my
one?
phone.
Which roguelike
Like
did you play?
NetHack, you know, like which is considered to be like the most difficult one, pretty much.
Did you
The one
say?
where
Did you
like
say Madcock? That's the game you beat.
NetHack.
Ah,
That
That
hack.
guys. Yeah, drink.
curious.
Like first it was Rogue in 1984, and then there on 1981 I think, and then there was the NetHack afterwards. And yeah, it's like the most infamous how difficult it is. And yeah, I may have used walkthroughs and shit, but I have eventually beaten that. Yeah. Yeah, so but basically, yeah, what I was saying that I think that yeah, afterwards, after its golden age, when pretty much hardly anyone was doing anything with the genre for pretty much since the 90s up to early 2010s, and then it was you, then it was Spelunky, and then it was FTL, and then yeah, and then suddenly nearly everyone started doing them again.
Are there any roguelikes you like right now?
Well, I really like Enter the Gungeon, and yeah. I remember like
Boo.
back in 2015 or 16, I think when like you go when like you did a stream where you wrote like my problems with Enter the Gungeon, and then like it got like half likes, half dislikes, and then you like about Butthurt fanboys, and like back then I just didn't.
Yeah, I was just like you. I got so many dislikes.
I like I didn't know I just didn't know it's about time. I didn't really care about it, but then like but like this May I just finally got it thanks to thanks to our Lord Sweeney and Epic Store. And,
So you didn't
yeah.
get it because of me?
No. I mean, look. Back then, back when I was, I hardly bought any games back then. I was just I just had lots of other the stuff to do. I was hardly buying anything. But then finally, it actually turned out to be the right choice, sort of, because like Epic Store then bought it and then gave it away for free.
Oh, that's how you got it. Well, you actually like it now. How long did you play it?
I have. I have nearly beaten it, so I have. I mean, I had. I still have a lot of other RL stuff, so I had to quit it just before beating the boss, the dragon. But yeah, I ran through it several times, and how you have to forge the bullet, and you have to like. I pretty much got every component, but the dragon skull. If I wanted to beat it, I could probably just.
Oh, you
like,
already looked up how to beat it, huh? Without even beating it first, damn.
I mean, I think it was like after my 30s or 50s run after I got there, but yeah, and like yeah, it's a few other roguelikes that I played. I think there was the previous one that Epic Store gave away, City of Brass. It was 3D one. How like it was actually made by some former Bioshock devs, because after Ken Levin, after he just made first Infinite and then he made Burial at Sea, like I think the only reason he made Burial at Sea was so that he could just completely crap all over Bioshock 2, because he pretty much made it non-canon with it, and then he decided I have done enough, I have done enough, and he fired, and he like completely destroyed his studio because he decided he had nothing else to say.
Man, you
and
could
those
just
people-
talk forever, couldn't you? Always another anecdote about another random, mostly unrelated thing. It's amazing.
Yeah, Florian, ask me a question about something. I'll do the exact same.
No, don't do it. We've had
No,
enough of this.
just ask me about something random.
Why did you put the control schemes on the store page of Melon?
Because do you know how you get those controllers with the weird thumbsticks? When you get the weird thumbsticks, there's actually the I can't remember what it's called, the Xbox Elite Pro controller that has different sticks that you can swap in and out. also you can like there's these buttons,
But it's
the triggers at the
keyboard
back.
controls. You put the
Yeah,
keyboard
yeah, I'm
controls
getting
in.
there. I'm getting there. Right. So do you know on the N64 controller how you have the one step?
Florian, let him speak.
Oh no. He's making his point. He's getting there. Do you understand my criticism with you?
Buttons.
Oh no. Yeah, those buttons, man. What's your name even, Mr. Russian?
That's it.
Here,
Maximov.
Well,
Well, what is it?
Jakubov.
It's Nikolai.
yes,
It is?
Nikolai, yes.
Okay.
Can I call you Nick?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, Nikolai is just too much for me to. I'm really bad with names.
Well,
Basically.
I mean, you're actually pronouncing it right for once. Like a lot of people.
Yeah, they go Nikolai.
Like a lot of other people, they were like Nikolai and other stuff, and it was just.
Yeah.
Yeah, like anyway. So what you wanted to say?
Nikolai, do you stutter so much when you talk Russian too?
Jesus
good question.
Christ.
Maybe he's just shy on stream, or maybe he's always stuttering. I guess it is interesting to know.
That was really mean.
No, I'm not even saying it.
But we're
like-
curious. I need to know now.
I mean, I do have this problems. Yes.
Damn.
I like. Yes, that's why I don't usually go voice chat, so like I can forget about it. But
All these
but
excuses about a bad mic, huh?
Are you fat?
He doesn't sound
I'm
fat.
not fat.
well, yeah, actually, no. I mean, like, obviously can't prove it without pics, but no, I actually have like a pretty good BMI. I'm like 70 kilo.
Wow. I wish I was still 70 kilo.
I wish I had a ham sandwich.
Just so you
I wish
guys
I
know I'm
didn't
back.
feel like I'm dying.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
Same.
I wish Goggles didn't scam me and never sent me a picture of his bike.
Yeah, he never
Damn
delivers on what he says.
Damn it, Colin.
Anyways, so like.
Oh, wait,
like, so-
hold on. Colin, did you actually get your Skype
You
back?
see my name?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. I messaged you a bunch of times because I was in panic mode.
Yeah, thanks. I love getting messages during a stream.
I know you do. but it was like,
Do you?
No, I don't.
Did you lose your? Did you lose your
fucking
account
hates
or
it.
something?
Someone compromised it, dude, and I've had a few other accounts compromised.
Yeah,
so
that
I'm
happened to
kinda
me
worried.
with my old one.
You see?
What?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know if you're being targeted, by the way.
No. See, on Skype, there's a way to get your like a lot of information that's really
How
unsecure,
the
apparently.
Fuck. Nah, but I've had this happen to me on multiple social
Yeah,
media accounts.
I've not had it on social media
I
before.
had my Reddit suspended.
What the
due
fuck?
to suspicious
That's
activity.
probably you saying stuff on Reddit.
No. It was suspicious activity, like suspicious
Oh, really?
login activity. Like someone from China tried to log in or some shit. And
Well,
the
they
only
usually
way
don't
I
get
need
far,
to-
I guess, if they're from
Yeah,
China.
the only exactly. So, the only way I need to fix that is to reset my password. So, yeah, I'm noticing a lot of things are getting kind of fucked with lately. My PSN got taken down from a PS3.
Well, it should be easy. If you just change the passwords everywhere, you should be safe.
Dude, I have like 18 passwords.
Oh, you don't even know them?
There is
I
a
do, they're all
program.
written down.
There is a program or like a
I've
Well,
actually memorized most of them.
Well, then it should be easy to change them.
yeah. I'm pretty sure there's like a
It is.
plugin that you can use
But-
and it will randomize your
There's
password.
Nobody uses those plugins, man.
Dude, it's
A lot of
usually
people
too
use them.
late to
No.
change your password after it's been compromised.
I know, but you should preemptively change them now.
Like what? How often?
Well, now, because it was one compromised. Ah, whatever, maybe you're fine. I guess
I
if you
mean,
do
Yeah,
I've
have...
well-
already, don't worry, I've already changed my Microsoft stuff. I've changed everything else, the Reddit stuff.
Man, I can't
But
believe it. After
I'm
all
just
this,
worried
all the
anything
stuff
else.
that's happening, now this is happening to you. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm getting fucked up the ass.
Who the hell is having a call from the 80s?
I'm sorry.
It's Motorkin.
Let me hang up.
No, it seems like it's Reese. Wait, no.
You're
it-
blasting your porn motor,
It is
Ken.
Motorkin.
Listen, I'm calling for him. Be quiet.
Wait, is that an
What the
actual
hell is it?
picture? Is that what the whale originally looks like, or was he photoshopped?
It's a high resolution GIF.
What, of the dolphin?
Yeah.
That's how it normally looked.
Why does it have abs normally?
It doesn't. It's the way it's like.
Why is his head so small compared to its body? That's not
It's-
very
it's the way it's
aerodynamic. Oh.
Alright, since I've already pretty much set out myself as
Damn it, Florian.
No, I moved you out.
Yeah, you were
the
noisy.
upload
I
people-
literally made it quiet when you started talking.
Oh, sorry. I just didn't want it to continue. You.
I think
You're
I
welcome to
should,
join back,
mic
obviously.
check everyone before they start.
I saw
And then
that.
walk them through everything. Like, tell them it's too sensitive, turn it up a bit. It's too noisy, turn it down a bit.
Alright, anyways. Are there any more things that Reese did spectacularly wrong on his Steam page? I need to know.
I
Yeah, he
don't.
made melon.
Yeah.
What? Why are you hating on him?
Because that's the main thing that Nick was talking about earlier was all these things about
Alright. So just to recap this quickly, and what I think that, like I said, I think that its summary in particular, it just
Colin.
made the game
Sorry.
seem and sound smaller than it is, and like that's what I said. That like the marketing, it's like less about selling the scene than it is about selling people the experience of the scene. It's like if you just read like any manual about the stuff, that's what they'll say. And so, but here, like when you just read its description stuff, it will just again, it sounds small because like when people say that you fight corrupted enemies, and like they'll
Yeah.
just
I thought using the word chapters instead of levels would have cleared that up a bit more.
I mean, well, I mean, like
Yeah,
it's
more
like
story.
most of the scenes are like it's like if I were to go back to the Dark Souls example, how like after Dark Souls has like cool names for bosses, like great.
Yeah, but that's open world. It's not going to say one level. That's a completely different example.
It should say one level.
No, but do you remember how all the levels they were called how they all had cool names? Just imagine if a level in Dark Souls or like in any other notable game was just called Snow or something. Like when Dark Souls 2 DLC had an area that was all
Yeah,
snow, I think it still had like really cool name, like Desolate Waste or something.
Oh yeah,
like
the chapters have names. It's just those
Yeah.
were the most. Those were probably the best way to describe the levels.
It's just-
no, but like if you're actually saying that like the best way to describe it is that it's just this generic like
Yeah, but I'm not going to say explore all of Grabamore Forest.
Yeah, like.
but
I mean,
Not
that
gonna
wouldn't be
Putting
worse.
I
don't know, man.
Putting that would be,
I mean, look, I think the idea is that if something sounds generic, you probably shouldn't like mention it on like the store page. Like you should at least like try to minimize it and try to make it sound exciting. Like it just doesn't sound exciting. I'll click back to the page again, just and
Oh yeah, we're only in the first paragraph. This is gonna be great. It's
Like,
gonna be so
you
much more.
remember-
I have already
With
read
2D
it back to
games,
you.
2D games, you only have 4 perspectives, like front, left, and right, and back. With 3D, you have 360
Is
degrees.
that relevant?
Yeah, it's very relevant for something like a Castlevania game. Like Castlevania works in the way it does with the side scroller action, its hard enemies and whatnot. Dark Souls works on a completely different level.
No, it's
with
not
the
relevant.
environment.
I
I feel it is.
Castlevania and Dark Souls are basically the same gameplay concept, you know?
Well, wait. Castlevania doesn't have like souls that drop at your body, though, does it? That's like only.
Well, I never
full-
played it, but I
the
assume there's
RPG
something you
well,
collect.
The PS1 did.
I mean, you collect
PS1
hearts, I
had.
guess. I don't know.
Hearts or your
like,
power, how much you use your powers.
alright. So just like one thing, like we all got.
Sympathy of the Night
yeah,
had
we
a
all got
level up
stuck.
system.
Well, the
I
thing is
mean-
that Castlevania is a genre that's kind of not going anywhere. It's kind of died out.
Yeah, it's
But the
mind-blowing.
closest relative, I think, is Dark Souls, because it's like
Yeah, that's a
pretty similar, really.
Wait. Sorry, Florian, but what did you just say that the genre died out? They were like, there were like 20 or so like notable.
Yeah, I guess
indie
recently it's
games.
coming back.
I
like-
was in
there
limbo
was-
for a while.
I mean, there are so many games called Metroidvania now that like I know I'm
It's a
probably
genre
insane.
itself.
I can just like rattle off. I can probably just go and like name
Yeah, I know.
20.
I know, I said it came back. Okay, it's fine. Jesus.
I mean, yeah. Sorry, this kind of stuff can get me onto a tangent. It's like like
Don't worry
probably
about it,
one thing that like got me so abrasive like in
It's just
that
discussion.
Discord.
Yes,
It's
yes,
like
it's fine.
like when he
So anyways, let's talk about the trailer. Did you think he should have had less gameplay? You think he should have had more interesting gameplay? What did he do wrong with the trailer?
Look, I think that the trailer, that's what I said.
Alex, you're
is
messing
that,
about
I-
still.
I
No?
compared
Actually,
it
it's someone
to
else.
Castle Crashes trailer, and like I said, that the trailer is like full minute, 59 seconds, and like out of those, like only 15 are non-gameplay. There's like 5 seconds where it just like shows the name of the game and studio, and there's like 10 seconds where it like just closes out at the end. But like your trailer, it's like starts off immediately, but then like it only has 25 seconds of gameplay, and then it's like 15 seconds of.
Wait,
just,
so should it have more gameplay or less gameplay?
I mean, of course it should have more gameplay. When it just
Oh.
show like gameplay for 25 seconds, it just gives and then like have the it just I think it just gives people subconscious impression that like you're kind of afraid of
Oh, it's
like showing your game more and like you just want to skip past it quickly. That's like what the feeling I think some people may get.
I don't know. This is pretty.
It's
Like
opinionated.
like
Well,
you know,
you don't want to show like uninterrupted gameplay in your trailer for like for like a whole minute. That doesn't seem
Oh.
right.
I'll put.
I mean,
Like, show off
I mean,
features
of course it
gameplay,
shouldn't
of
be
course,
uninterrupted, but like, I mean, like Castle Crashes had edited the gameplay, but they still had collected more outtakes for a minute, and I think that like even when I looked at that video, that outdated video that you said, it still had some cool stuff that I wish made it into the trailer. How like it had that moment where your guy, how he picks up that snowball and puts it as a backpack, and then he takes it off, and then he rolls it onto the bad guys. And I think that moment actually looks really cool. It's like not something that you do in any game, and I think it would totally look cool if you put it into the trailer, because it actually shows something like not many games has, and it's immediately like a selling point.
Yeah, well, I've put my Melon playlist on the general chat in Squid Invaders. That has like 3 different trailers and a bunch of other development videos and things. You can check that out if you want.
Yeah, there's still
Well, I like saw that the trailer that's, but like your main trailer should be the one that's on Steam page, and like you know that like people are lazy. That's like the main thing
Wait,
you don't. that
but are
people
these
just-
other trailers better than the main trailer?
Wait, what one is that? Oh, this is the smallest trailer, right? Yeah, the wrong trailer's uploaded. That's why it doesn't matter.
And
Yeah.
like,
Wait, what?
you know the one thing.
If I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken, if you
Give me a second.
listen-
I'll
So
go
you
check
have
out.
uploaded your best trailers to the store page, right? As the
No,
first trailer.
no.
You can
Well,
upload
that's a
multiple
problem.
trailers.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure I changed it. What the hell?
Wow.
You can
Wait a
upload
second, I'm
multiple.
gonna check this out.
This is why Melon failed. It's not a good trailer. Damn.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
got
like-
2 trailers, but one of them. What the hell?
You
Oh,
need to
this-
make sure the main one's the best one.
Well, there you go. See, it was all constructive after all, and you doubted Nick, but Nick was just meaning the best.
I doubted
For some
him.
reason, I can't
You did.
delete the old one.
Well, you can move it a second, maybe.
Well,
I'm
I mean, like,
sure
yeah,
you
you
can
still have a
move
trailer
them.
that says coming soon, and it just feels kind of unprofessional. That like
No,
your game
a lot
already
of
came
games
out.
have a second trailer that just says coming soon, but I guess
I-
the
I
first
know.
trailer that'd be bad.
Yes, yeah, so that's like one thing that's.
I guess that's why, because they can't
Oh, wait,
delete the
I found
old
it.
player, the old trailer. Maybe you didn't hit publish on that trailer.
I would
No,
maybe
it's-
even contact Steam.
It's
about
because
that.
if you put 2 trailers up, it randomly picks one.
Does it?
You can't. Yeah, you can't
Nah,
have
you
more than one
should-
trailer.
That can't be.
Yeah,
Wait,
wait,
it picks
no,
one
no.
randomly. That can't be right.
Like,
Why
look,
would
that
you
can't be
get
right. I have seen
DLC
like
or something?
lots of games that have multiple trailers and they're all put in
Oh,
order.
my
like-
other one's not on it.
Well, there you
Like, I'm
go.
looking just now, the other one's not on it, even though in the settings it is on it.
Well, there must be like a final button where it says publish trailer or something.
No,
I-
I can only see delete, which I've just deleted the old one.
Oh no, now you have no trailer.
No,
Yeah.
I've put the other one on.
Oh, it
I don't know
works?
what would happen if you didn't.
I'm
have a
publishing
trailer.
it just now to see.
Well, I
If you
don't
have
see.
any other issues, Reese,
I'm waiting for it to publish.
honestly, just get in contact with Steam support ASAP.
Oh, they're
Like-
so
like
shit.
the proper, I know.
They
for the
take like
proper
3 days to
ones.
respond and go, I don't know what's happening. I'll put you
I
on
know,
to
but
somebody else.
3 days is like a lot worse than it never getting resolved.
Are we talking about Steam support right now? For
Yeah, I
developers?
thought Steam support's fairly fast.
Yeah, for developers.
I mean, like, but anyway, guys, just what you said that the
you guys make
that,
money for them.
that you can only have one.
Are you
trailer
seeing
at
this?
a time.
Is this the trailer you didn't like? The one that I just showed?
Yeah.
It says coming soon, I
Oh,
guess.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
the one that
I
I
see
didn't
the
like.
new trailer that has.
Wait, so what's wrong with this trailer? This trailer seems about as good as it gets. I mean, I
You
don't
could
hear a
even,
sound,
like,
but
splice some trailers together, and instead of the coming soon, you could have it like out
No,
now.
I've got a trailer set up for it. It's just not
Oh, okay,
like I've
okay.
clicked saved, I've clicked publish, nothing's happening.
so what's? Oh, so which is the trailer you're trying to publish now?
The main one.
Alright, guys, look, I see that the page now has a trailer that's longer. That's 1 and 30 seconds.
Are you saying
go.
it's the release trailer?
Yeah.
Explore all 6 chapters.
Oh, who's doing that voice?
Sorry, Reese, I'm sorry here.
Oh,
I don't know if
Oh,
this
there
is
we
the
go.
trailer I just saw or not.
There we go, that's it.
Wait, I can find out. No, that one's 40 seconds long. Okay, I guess. So you liked that long trailer better, Nick?
Well, I certainly think that the long trailer, like, it's more impressive about the game because, yeah, it definitely shows more of it. Although I still think it has some problems. Like, for instance, I think that the section in that middle of the trailer where it like goes over 30 heads and then just like pretty much freezes and then just skips through all the heads, it's a bit excessive, you know, because like people associate heads with the with like Team Fortress 2 and stuff, and I think that like people like heads in those games because they are multiplayer, and like if they see single player games who like put so much focus on them in the trailer that just they may just get a bit annoyed because like there is not that much point. In comparison, and the missing it is just sort of bandwagoning, like if that makes sense what I'm saying.
So it's bad to have collectibles in a single player game.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying
Yes.
it's bad, but hey, look, what I'm saying that like cosmetic items that they are like not a focus of a single player game, and they shouldn't like take up 10 seconds of a trailer. That's what I'm saying.
that's bullshit.
But the game's a collectathon.
People love that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
It might be something you don't care about, but people definitely do.
I mean, but aren't like games that are considered collectathons? Aren't they like usually 3D platformers? Games like Ukulele is the one that Jim Sterling really
No.
hated, or like
Collectathon isn't a genre
but like
It's a gameplay element.
Well, but you don't actually
Yeah.
have that much exploration, so I'm not sure if Collectathon actually applies.
Well, the thing is, you unlock different moves and you can backtrack when you have the newer moves and stuff, and use the new moves at certain places. Like there's over 30 hats like hidden throughout the game, so some of them are in plain sight and they're easy to figure out how to get. Others, you probably won't figure out how to get, and you need to complete like the game on hard mode and stuff to get the other hats. So
yeah, well,
And-
I don't know. Maybe a trailer should actually say, or like maybe the main page like maybe one of them should say that you can actually that there is a hard mode and you can unlock extras through hard mode, because it actually sounds like something that may appeal to people. You know.
You think a hard
Yeah.
mode appeals to people?
I think a
mean,
hard mode appeals to people just as much as there being collectibles appeals to people.
I mean,
It's
I
just
don't,
one
I
of
don't
those-
even know if hats would count as a collectible, because I would usually just wear one hat and that's it.
That's
I-
why
I
you
mean-
force
I mean,
people
like-
to-
look, I'm not
No.
really saying that it's an either or. I'm not saying that you should completely remove the part about hats from the trailer. I'm just saying that you should like probably cut it down to like 1/3 of its.
yeah, or even speed up. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like I'm saying, you should probably get a mention of hard mode, and I also think that the gameplay could also be made a bit more appealing. Just I think if I look at some of parts that I think one of the boss battles. Right.
It's just one of those things that like not everyone cares about, but it's definitely.
Are
love
you
them,
talking
like,
about the first
achievements,
boss
for
battle?
example?
Are you talking about the first boss battle
Small pot.
in the video that you watched?
What did he
so-
even say about a boss?
I mean, well, when come, I think that the boss battle that's shown in the new trailer is the one with like
Ah,
the flowers in. I think that I think it kind of doesn't look too appealing from the way it's shown, because like wait.
yeah, it's
I
fine.
mean,
That's
like,
that's
yeah.
only a mini boss anyway, but yeah.
I mean, like so, but like it like says most importantly beat them up, and it kind of feels like a disconnect that like shows the cosmetic items for like I don't know 6-8 seconds, and then like briefly flashes through like bosses that are like supposed to be like cool parts of the game. If it, like flashes through them for like 4 seconds, and like it doesn't even show them attacking, it just like shows them standing in place while the character beats at them, and like even though usually like when games try to demonstrate bosses, they demonstrate them beating on the player and like doing like really cool, like very cool stuff.
Oh yeah, otherwise it's just like cookie clicker. You just go up to the bosses and you hit them a bunch.
Yeah, and like the video just like shows the boss standing in place and you beating on them, and it's like not.
Yeah, I guess.
Do they fight back a lot? I don't actually remember.
Well, the boss is Mel. Yeah. The thing is the first one is designed to be like brain dead, so people can actually fight it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like the first and second level, they're like.
Colin, will you stop talking to us from the other side of your room?
Fucking hell! I'm sorry.
I mean, you know
I'm
you're
not
not
allowed
near, you know you're not near the mic, so why do you even?
I thought I was.
It's
How could
underneath
you
the
think
couch.
so?
It's not on a It's on a tripod. It's not on like a mic stand thing that you. Put on
He
your
can't
table.
move it around, so when he gets comfortable, he
Well, he'll
will
just have to
move it.
stand up if he wants to talk.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, just
I need to extend it by fucking 6 foot to do that.
well, I guess you're not in a
I'm
position to
5'7".
talk to us then if you're not near the mic.
Hey. You
It's
can
all
hear
fine,
me
but yeah,
pretty
Florian,
fine.
you should do a run through the game.
Yeah, I
You
guess I
should.
should.
I'd be down to do it, but like
I mean
I
like
Told me a
like
week
I know
for
pretty much
nothing,
no
but
one
don't
else
have a
besides
clue.
us is watching the stream, but it will be certainly cool if like Florian probably could demonstrate what we are talking about. But yeah, I guess
Well,
it's not
I'm
very
trying to
relevant.
work. It's just not actually going well. I'm still
What's
We've
trying.
really
got good
funny?
plans for next week, Florian.
What?
You say we've got good plans for next week with Squid and everything.
You mean with working?
Yeah. Keep upbeat, man. I'm hoping to.
I mean, it's fine.
As many
I'm
streams
doing
as
something right
possible.
now. I'm just stuck at a bug as usual, which is just what
Yeah.
programming is. Just being stuck
But
at bugs.
Hopefully
Oh.
some company can help.
Do you know how when I released the game, the last level was broken, and I didn't realize for like 3 days.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
So even on that video that I sent that has like 180,000 views or whatever, that's actually glitched. Like when
Holy fuck.
he does it in the video, and I was like, oh no. So I said, what the hell's going on? Then I went on it, and
finally
then you
straight
fight
today
like one
comes
round of
some info.
enemies, go next, and it like completes the rest of the level for you. I was like, what the hell? But I got it fixed, thank God.
I love that
and
stuff.
like some debug stuff.
Well, we
and
love
it's-
bugs.
Well, no, because the same thing happened to me with Squid. I don't know if you remember, but like, you know the quick travel map?
Sure.
I put a bad like alternate control thing for people. So basically, if you pressed enter on it, it would take you to the last level, no matter what, no matter what you selected to warp to. And people just like skipped through like 80% of the game.
Holy
See,
shit.
I've got a
Speed
cheat
run.
file.
Yeah.
I've got a cheat file, which allows me to do all that, but I accidentally left it in the build just now. So if you can find that cheat file, then you can keep it just now, and you'll be able to cheat if you figure out how to do the button combinations and
Damn.
things.
No one will ever
feel like
find
you're
out
phoning.
about these
Is that
cheats
still in the
otherwise.
game?
I know, but
Basically,
in the next patch it's going to be patched out, because it was patched out for all the builds that has been up to apart from this point, and I was like, fuck.
Right.
But it's fine because
Don't-
nobody knows how
don't-
to get to it.
Don't patch out until after Monday.
So like if we to get back to a bit what we were talking about, I think how like you mentioned the boss, and like it's still kind of funny how you said you made it brain dead so people could fight it, but like right now we are in the like past Souls era where I think people's expectations for boss difficulty and this kind of stuff have like grown a bit, so I think it may not have been such a good idea, sort of. And like
Well,
what?
the thing is it was too brain dead at one point, so I had to add ice, which makes the controls super slippy and makes it actually hard to hit the boss.
No reason.
Oh, you did the worst thing, Reese.
Yeah, I done the worst thing possible, but
Oh,
it
no.
actually worked out pretty good,
You're a
and people
dick.
enjoy it. So
What, the eyes?
the boss
I
boss
remember
is
being
actually-
annoyed at the eyes, actually, now that you mention it.
Yeah, I know you were. But the thing is the boss is easy enough to kill, so it's not too big of like a
No crash
Oh,
yet? Could it be?
like a bad thing.
Yeah, I think I'll do
Oh
it
my
off
god, they're all
someone
going
else
through the
sometime.
waypoint! Look at them being smart! It's done!
Well,
It's happened!
Florian, you're so talented. I'm so proud of you.
I don't
Well-
actually know what caused the bug, but I guess I fixed it, so maybe it was that
Oh.
one line I just changed.
What, did
Fuck you, then.
fix
You're
it?
nice.
I'm
I've only seen
stupid
one
boy.
person complete on hard mode.
Jesus
I mean, it's
Christ.
probably kind of yeah, me being an asshole trying to criticize like two games at once, sort of. But just, I mean, it's kind of cool that just watching all this Squid streaming about and stuff. But I'm kind of curious, like when it just like in your mind's eye, keep like over to when the game is finally released, and like who do you think are going to be like the main target audience for the game as it is?
For Squid Invaders,
Yeah.
Oh.
probably
Anything.
everyone.
Anyone who
well,
liked Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a roguelike,
Yeah.
like Isaac.
Yeah, apart from it's
roguelike.
more kid friendly this time.
You're probably gonna hate
More
me, but I
kid-friendly.
feel that all the roguelikes, they all suck, and I need to fix it. I need to make a good roguelike, and this is my
Well,
mission.
Yeah,
Well, you
Florian
made
has
it popular, so.
Yeah, maybe
Florian
I'll
had
make it. Maybe people just misunderstood me, and they didn't make they didn't make roguelikes as good as Isaac. But also Isaac was terrible because it's a long time ago and full of bugs. And I'm maybe better now. So who knows? Maybe I'll succeed, or maybe I'll just be obscure. Who knows?
Everyone
But
tried to
I'm
copy
like-
you.
Listen, we can
But
always.
like, yeah, I think that's kind of, you know, like when you talk
Once-
about like how you think Isaac, original anyway, is bad because it's like full of bugs and it's like, you know, the thing that like pretty much only you and maybe other people who try to mod it know about mostly. Was like how the original Java Minecraft, it's also like full of bugs and stuff, but like no one cared and became a hit, and like much later games like that scroll thing that absolutely no one cared about probably had better code, but just no one gave a fuck, and it's just
What's
like
What's really funny is Florian done a couple of videos working on Isaac, and you can actually look at the code and see where it's loaded and stuff, so you can easily just make an external ActionScript file, load the game into another SWF, and then access all the variables and stuff.
wow.
So modding was super simple that way.
What? You have no idea. No, it wasn't.
What are you talking about?
I talked to the modders. They had such a hard time trying to figure it out. It's only that because they were really dedicated that they figured it out. Because the game was obscured, and releasing that source code, that only happened like 5 years later when nobody cared anymore to make new mods anyways because they had rebirths. So basically they had to deal with an exe file that was made out of an obscured SWF file, and it was a complete mess. They had no idea.
Or you can grab the SWC file and then convert it into a .swf and run it for that.
There's something we
What?
need to remember as well.
Yeah,
Like,
do you know the .swc file or whatever it is
No,
that was
what?
included with it?
What?
No, what are you
Alright,
talking about?
So I think
There's one online that's the SWC, which is extracted from the exe. You can convert that into a .swf and then run it through.
Yeah, but I didn't use that kind of exe file, man.
Yeah, no, but the actual Binding of Isaac exe though.
Yes.
Yeah, you can extract it from that.
Have
And
you
people
tried
done
that? Do you
Yeah,
know
I've
about
tried
that?
it and I put my face on Isaac's face.
Well, I mean that's changing the graphics. I don't know if you can do anything about the control about the programming.
the code, yeah.
Of course I can. I know ActionScript too, and I've seen some of the code and I've seen where it is.
The hell?
Good night, people.
Bye.
And I've seen some of the functions and stuff you use. All you need to do
Well-
is just reiterate the functions whenever you want.
Well, they told me it was really hard to mod. You liar.
Well, they're talking shite.
I
You
would
never-
like to say,
You never
Yeah,
modded a
well,
game in your life.
I would like to
I've
be
modded
positive.
many games. That's how I started ActionScript
I mean,
too.
you know, this is actually really interesting, but
What the
just-
fuck? I thought you left.
No, that was Motor.
Yeah, I'm waiting
Oh.
to talk at
Well-
some point.
What did you mod, for instance?
What, me?
Like Florian.
Me? I don't mod.
Sorry, yeah.
You mean Reese? Yeah, what did Reese
Yeah.
mod?
Every ActionScript 2 game that I liked.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
You're cool.
I've still actually got JPEG's, what is it called? Fucking 2 seconds, I'll have a look.
Can I sit
Is it
next to you at
JPEG?
one?
Alright, what's Colin wanting to say?
Well, I wanted to say, talking about when we were talking about Isaac and everything, and how it was so many years ago and whatnot, and how you had so many cool ideas. They've only grown over the years that has been dwelling inside of you, and the technology and the engines you're using. The leaps and bounds
hopefully.
ahead.
Or maybe it
No,
all
of
went
course.
away. Maybe that boy that actually managed to work for 4 hours a day is gone now, and I can work for about an hour, and then I get
No,
sidetracked,
no.
and I don't get any shit done. And
We got some good shit
Alright,
done
Florian,
the
so
other
like,
day.
you know,
guys.
show me the game again.
You
Li-
keep
like,
positive.
what I-
Florian.
What I just want to say.
Oh, bless you.
So like you said that your plan for the game is that you want to is that like you think all the roguelike suck, and you think that this one is going to be the good one? Like, is this what you said?
Yeah.
Or did I misunderstand?
That's what I said.
I
I don't know if this one's the good one, but probably. I mean, I tried a lot of cool
alright,
stuff.
but like,
so.
but let me just ask this: what do you think makes a roguelike good?
Good items.
Randomization, replayability,
Good
Yeah.
items, good balance.
new unlocks, or new characters or ships or whatever you play a character as.
Yeah,
each
the fun
time.
thing is, I guess I didn't actually get to
Progression.
making all that shit yet. So far, I've only got a lot of possibilities for making that stuff.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the basics
But
and whatnot.
I mean, like, the thing is the, I mean, like
It's very
okay,
addictive to some people.
I don't want to get too critical, but I think that like if I were like to show this footage to like people from like a lot of like Russian gaming websites and stuff, a lot of them probably would just straight up say that that it sucks. I guess.
Yeah, but
Because-
at the
Well,
same
what
time,
are you saying? You're saying this
Nah.
game right here sucks, or what I'm saying is
No, no.
bad?
But as perception,
I mean, look. I'm just saying that,
Like-
that right now, like, to people who would have no idea who is making it, it just kind of looks.
Look, I can't
Well,
believe you right now.
I mean,
are you
there's-
telling me that people wouldn't want to buy a game where there's squids maneuvering around giant cocks?
I
You're
mean,
being
it's not even
ridiculous.
that.
There's no way that people would not want to buy a game where these squids are maneuvering around giant cocks. Look at them.
it's more about.
I'll take 50
perception.
copies, please.
Look, they're going up,
100.
they're going down.
Uh,
That
my
one's
fellow
stuck in a wall.
Russian-
I don't know. That's kind of a bug. But I think in the
No,
end,
it's a feature.
these squids are gonna maneuver around these cocks so well. Everyone's gonna cream their pants. Okay. They're gonna wish it's gonna be their cocks. Okay.
If my fellow Russian could listen to me for a
I
minute,
actually think it's like the main problem
Okay.
here is that like the player character as you're like maneuvering it, it's like so freaking tiny and like.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's zoomed out.
Yeah. This is a development stream. Okay. Well, why don't we just go to level ruins and then we'll
I'm
test.
trying to make a point here about how
Why
Russian
do you
people
always
would think it
interrupting
sucks.
me? Jesus.
I-
All right.
Because I've been trying to talk
Well,
about this for
Yeah,
about
okay.
5
I'm
minutes
just
now.
gonna say, I started now level 1, I guess. Oh, I gotta keep the zoom at basic, and I'm gonna play what I got so far, but it's still early, so it's probably pretty bad. But tell me if it looks slightly better to you then, because this is a challenge room where I pick up an item and then it spawns a bunch of enemies. All right, go on, Colin. What were you saying?
Alright, I mean, look.
You're not
I mean,
Colin.
Oh, sorry.
Right, so
to me.
what I wanted to say in regard to like a Russian guy.
And as
saying
I
this
was
and
saying-
thinking it was,
God
like,
damn
crap.
it!
Thank you. Right, so as I was saying, in regards to like a Russian person say, oh yeah, this is shit or whatever, like we had a guy in his mid-40s playing that game for an hour straight at the convention we had it hosted at.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Right.
If I disappear,
obviously
it's just,
someone enjoyed it.
God, I'm gonna die. This is a bad demo of the game.
that's the thing. Like I got quite a few like physical sales and stuff when I was at the convention. It's just
Do you have any of them left?
oh yeah, I've got loads. Like I've
Could
got
I
quite a
get
lot.
one?
Yeah, sure.
I'll
Well,
totally
obviously you
support
can
you.
only get the card, but if you want to get the special edition, you have to buy it.
Hold
But
on,
it's-
by the
well,
way-
I want to support you.
By the way, I just want to say I got a chain gun, and now my gun looks slightly different. I didn't zoom in into the gun earlier, so I guess you don't have a comparison, but it looked pretty basic. And now it shoots actual bullets, and you can see that my bullets, well, they're instant because they're bullets. They're not slow lasers anymore, and they deal less damage, but they shoot more often. So that's it, I guess.
Also, the guns are procedural and everything, so
That's-
when you get upgrades to the guns, it actually changes the look of them, and it's all randomly generated when it does it as
yeah,
well.
like if I get a double shot, I'll have 2 of those now. And there's some plants floating around in space. That's no good, but never mind. Let's ignore that. I only added plants yesterday. No, I only added plants like a week ago, so there's still room to fix that.
Yeah,
Alright.
basically the game's very, very early in development.
So I guess Colin's saying that he actually took this game in an earlier state to a convention and it got some place, so that's good. Anything else you wanted to say, Colin?
No, it was just like a response to that, a conflict and argument, I guess you could say. Like, there's some people who would think it's shit, but there was dudes playing it for an hour, loving it.
I mean, sure. Okay, so what do you think of the game so far, Nick? Now that you're seeing me actually play it, this is a store, I guess, and there's vases here I can destroy if I.
Alright, so what I want to say is that maybe it's just my taste, but I like still the main scene at kind of like sounds. The graphics come off as really weird. How like I think I saw like very few people just make it. So how like it's how like it's you play it 2D, but it's like so 3D, and yet everything is just all the background objects are like just so the same. How usually when people have like backgrounds and foregrounds.
Well,
like
it's randomly generated, in case you didn't realize.
And this is very early, so a lot of it's going to change.
Yeah, we might add more. I don't know yet. We'll see, I guess.
I mean, of course it's randomly generated, but like this, the thing is like every wall is, on the, like still looks the same, and there's like nothing. Like Darkest Dungeon is also randomly generated, and it has like this that really cool artwork in the background. It also has like cool stuff inside.
Yeah, there'll be other stuff. Like, this is the very bare bone basics of it.
Well, it's like I think it's one of the most important parts of this is that like to make this art style work, you really need to make the backgrounds look good. That's like I think that's like pretty much a lot of
Yeah,
things
there's completely different scenes and maps and stuff that he's got already, but they're not like finished.
Yeah, it's very unfinished.
Okay,
so your main complaint is graphics then at the moment.
I mean not. I mean, not so much the graphics, like it's more for like the way that the levels, like speeds of the levels that are not decorated enough right now. It's one thing, and I think that on this level it's better, but on the other, in that level you were playing, that you were testing, the character really looked too small. It's I'm still not sure if we can.
Oh, I don't know if you understood this, but I zoomed out in the other level. It's a testing stream where I zoomed out so I could see the enemies follow me.
Yeah, because you see, we do need to give an illusion of like a ruin.
Okay,
whatnot,
well,
right?
and I think one thing that now that I have seen the gameplay, and one thing that sort of I think is important for roguelikes, like really important, and that's not coming through really well here, is that I think that the enemy configuration that it should be made like really diverse, and like and I think that the way right now it's that your enemy groups are mostly just groups of the same enemy, and then you kill them, and then there are groups of different enemy, but it's also the same group, and I think it's kind of like the better approach for roguelike is to have like a group that's like three.
Isn't that how it was in Isaac? Didn't we have like a bunch of the same enemy a lot in the same room?
You would have.
I mean, right now I'm not sure yet how it'll be.
Spread out more.
Colin interrupting.
Sorry, no.
Right now
sorry,
I'm not.
my opinion.
I'm not sure. Jesus, yeah, okay. Let me talk. All right, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet. I think I have about 20 enemies in the game so far, but I don't know how many are gonna be like in the first level, and I guess I don't know yet if the first level will always be the same, or if there's like two different first levels that you can choose, or are they random? I don't know yet. There's many choices. Oh look, the boss is coming up. Let's see.
That's kind of.
Let's see if you like the boss. But yeah, go on.
Right. So that's kind of why I mentioned our Darker Purpose, because it's like that game was kind of like your game, and it failed because it had some.
What game failed?
Like our Darker Purpose, it was trying to be like Bio of Isaac, but it had problems, and like a lot of it was like visual problems. problems because it was really bad with like enemy sounds and animations that had way fewer life than Isaac's animations, and so like it failed. It also came out like half a year before Rebirth, so that probably also some meant that it failed.
How you like this boss?
But nevertheless, the game actually had like some really cool stuff. Like its soundtrack, I still listen to it. It's actually pretty good.
Can
and,
you type in
You
the name?
talk too much. How do you like Florian?
Hey, can you type in the name of that game you're talking? No, I'm somewhat interested in what he's saying. How do you like this boss, by the way? And type in the name of the game. Alright, there, I beat the first
should I type it
level.
in chat
Yes,
or Discord?
Discord. There, I beat the first level, and then I got an item and I pressed the button. Now it's 1. There's EMP, it shoots lightning. I only have 8 ammo though. So there you go, now I'm gonna go in. Well, I guess now there's the level called Cloning Labs, which is the testing level from earlier, so I guess
Okay, I typed it.
I guess it's gonna have a lot of dicks in it, but you know what? It's not gonna have a lot of dicks in it. The release. All right, so what do you think of the game so far now? Then, now that you've seen that boss.
Alright, the boss. Wait, I've just skipped back in the stream a little bit so that I can rewatch.
Oh, this is a bugged room. That's cool.
Yeah. But Florian, do you see how in the what are they called? The warp holes. What are they called again? The black hole things.
Teleports. I don't know.
Yeah, is it possible? Do you know how it has like the starry background in it?
Yes. We've talked about this before, Reese.
Oh, have we? Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'll see. I don't know. I guess it's definitely necessary to. Well, maybe it'll just have different colors of starry background, so you can tell. Oh, it's that colored level that you go to. Well, that game also looks very unpolished, but I guess it could be good. I don't know. All right, back to you, Nick.
Yeah, our dark purpose. Yeah, I was just rewatching the video. So yeah, so this beats how like I think that if you like, oh yeah, you're watching now.
Is this Isaac too?
Colin. So loud.
Anyway, I've got to go there now, so I'll talk to you all later.
Oh,
You could hear that?
yeah, I could. Oh, look, by the way,
Yeah.
Sorry,
I guess
I'm
you've
so
seen me
sure
destroy
you
this
got
tube
that.
a bunch, but it's a tube that has enemies in it. I don't know what enemies it'll be right now. I just picked the same enemies as in the other room, but you have to kill the tube and then you have to fight the enemies, I guess.
Okay, well, it's okay. You said that the game has 20 enemies, and I think it's like yeah. I think that like usually in roguelikes at least like the more enemies the better, and I think that often in games in general it's better to have more enemy types than more guns often, because like if people find a good gun they often won't bother to change it to another, but like if there are multiple enemy types they'll have to learn how to deal with them.
Well,
regardless.
unfortunately, making 3D models is kind of a lot of work, but I guess we'll see how many enemies we'll end up having.
But I mean, like you can still at least like do like color swapped versions of 3D models, and like what Isaac did with champions, and like you could like do more of this.
That's
It's like,
a
you
good
know,
idea.
that game Remnant. I don't really like it much. It is
Which
what
game?
I've seen of it. But like it
Which
has,
game?
like that game that came out at the same time as Milan, and like that AA game from the
Colin.
guys who made Darksiders 3, that Remnant from the Ashes. It's like it's sort of a role, like it's kind of like Diablo in that like so you get to save. You save like its levels are still randomly generated from pieces, and like it like, you know, it like promised that it had 100 enemy types, but it was kind of a lie because it really had like 20, and then it had like 5 variations of each enemy type, because like yeah, it had like it had like an enemy that was like really dumb, just a small circular sin.
Oh, look, there's an enemy outside the room. That never happened before. That's bad. Curious.
With the hatches, and they had like the same enemy, but it had like a slightly different cloak, and that made it immune to first 2 hits. And it had like another one with a slightly different cloak, and that gave it another sin. And they had like 5 versions of each enemy with this stuff. and I didn't think it personally was very cool, but it certainly was better than like nothing and just. Yeah, I still think it's overall design wasn't that great, which is like why like when the game started out, it had like 90% on Steam, and now it's like 70% on Steam. So, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if they were like those squids, they were like these squids are like purple, and then there were like ones that are more like red, and ones that are black, and like ones that are black that like move
Well,
differently.
in
So
in
for me-
3D games, it's easier to add variety because you can make enemies different sizes, I guess. I mean, I
Well,
guess.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, if I just made like one of these squids be like 3 times larger, it'd probably be pretty different looking.
I mean that's actually kind of what could be done. It's like you could have like maybe like just 3 or 4 varieties of the same squids just in size, and make it so that like a group of enemies comes at you that's like mixed, so that like you have like one big one, and then you have like 2 normal ones and like 3 4 small ones, and they all come at you at like different speeds. So even though it's technically the same enemy, you still have to like try to think about how you move and how you shoot, so that you can try to break them up.
You
and
seeing these
stuff.
tentacles?
Yeah.
You like them?
Well. well. I mean, they don't really do much so far.
Well, the ones with the eyes shoot, but the other
Uh,
ones they
yeah,
just move very nicely, I guess. Well, damn, I
but
guess
yeah,
you're
but
pretty
like,
hard
like,
to
like,
please.
like you know, if you just remember about Isaac, how like it had like those passive enemies, the hosts that were like skulls and that were immune, but then they popped out and shoot at you, and you had to shoot them at the time. You have something like this right now. Are you planning to add something like this?
Not yet, but I guess I should.
Yeah, well, and like you know how they had it so that like the ones that were normal hosts, they like fired 3 shots at once, but there were ones that were like always vulnerable, but they compensated for it because they fired 5 shots at once, and this stuff.
Oh wait,
And, like,
actually,
you know-
you're talking about... Wait, were you saying the hosts are the ones that explode?
No, I mean hosts are ones that are skulls that are immune.
I actually have
that
an enemy that's a bit like the hosts. It's actually a lot like the hosts, I guess. It's a shell. It's like a snail squid, and the squid goes into the snail. Into the shell, and then it's immune, I guess.
Okay. And one thing I was saying about this design, how it could be done, perhaps.
So you don't look at this game and think you want to play this, just from what you've seen so far.
I mean, now that I mean, look, now that I look, I mean, it looks kind of interesting, I guess, but I'm not sure if like, I definitely don't think it looks like how, like you said, it's the only good roguelike that it's going to be revolutionary. How like you.
Well, it's not like you can tell just by looking at it. I mean, if you look at Dark Souls, you're not gonna notice it's like the best RPG ever. Do you think?
But well, I mean,
I mean, if you look at Dark Souls, it looks generic, right?
yeah, but like you know, once I like putting Dark Souls as an example. Like I think that the one moment when you realize that Dark Souls is actually pretty different. That like every enemy, even the basic ones.
Yeah,
have, like,
and
full
you
attack-
notice
they have,
that
like, full
by
attack animations, and like you know when you just realize that those like pretty basic skeleton soldiers, they fight you, then they decide to step back and they heal, which is like and then you
oh
realize
come on,
that
they
the
never
enemies-
heal. No- I mean, yeah, they can heal, but that happens like 1% of the time.
Yeah, but it's like still shows that some enemies are like that it's like shows that enemies are smart and that they have behaviors, and like you know it's like one thing that I mentioned Enter the Gungeon. Like I think that's like one of the main things how it evolved over Isaac, is that its enemies that they generally had like more moves and stuff. How like they had a lot more enemies that like fired multiple patterns. That had more complex patterns than the ones that like Isaac has. They're like plenty of enemies that like that
Yeah,
ease them
that-
just-
Enter the Gungeon has a lot of cool stuff, but it's also really annoying to play, and I hate the ammo management. I mean, if there's just like a gungeon without all the annoying shit, I probably love that.
I mean,
Oh, look, trident. Now I shoot three
so what I'm
bolts.
saying is like the thing that it did good was like is making enemies smarter ones the important than sins, and like and also how like the levels are done. Like now that I think about games where like roguelikes where you fly, sort of the one that kind of I remember is a game that's called Sundered. I'll probably just type it in
Yeah,
Discord
I know
right
some
now.
good. Wait, actually, I thought. Well, I've heard of it. I guess I'll have to look at it now.
But like, I mean, like, yeah, if you just look at it now, I think that like, I think that once since Sandra it had plenty of complaints, it was too difficult and stuff. But like, if you look at it, Sandra like I think it really pushed the standards for how graphics in roguelikes or like in it's not a true roguelikes, but in games like this can be, and just really look at its graphics.
So is Sandra a good example or a bad example here?
I mean, I think that it's like one of the games that like you'll have to compete with in terms of how graphics can look, like make it full screen. It's like
Yeah, but
you
it's
see how-
2D. I mean, I'd obviously prefer playing any 3D game than over a 2D game.
but like, look, people are not really going to look at think about, yeah, but even you're still moving to 2D plane, and so like
Yeah,
people
but
are
visually it's still more attractive that it's 3D, to me at least.
well, but I think most people will prefer good looking 2D to 3D that just looks.
That
the same,
can't
like,
be right. I mean, that literally can't be right, because I don't think that most people prefer 2D games. I mean, is that what we see? Is that like the most popular games? Are they 2D?
But look, you know, when I just mentioned roguelikes. I mean, look, like I said that I have entered the gungeon, but before that I played the games. It was City of Brass, and it was 3D, and still.
Wait, which one was 3D?
City of Brass. I'll type it in Discord too.
No, I heard you.
Yeah. So yeah, it was 3D, as that was from former Bioshock devs, well, some of them at least. And yeah, and it kind of sucks mostly because it like.
It has 9 out of 10 on Steam.
Well, I mean.
Why, this isn't action based. Oh, it is. Okay, never mind.
Well, I mean, City of Brass, like, yeah, I got it through. But like, if you look at it,
I don't know,
I
it
mean,
looks
like,
kind of cool. You say it's Ubisoft?
No, it's like a small dev studio. I mean, if you look at Metacritic for it, Metacritic is often more important because you see the problem with this game.
Nah, fuck Metacritic. Steam's more important.
Yeah.
Look, but I think the thing is,
Do you have
like,
two people now not muting themselves while talking to someone else? Oh my god.
Hey yo.
Right, go on.
But you see, this game is actually it's generally a lot less popular than like Enter the Gungeon. Just like look at how many reviews it has, and then compare it to how many reviews Gungeon has, and like
I know that.
Came out a year apart, but it's like a good example. Well, you know what's a really important example? If you compare FTL, then you compare
Damn, that's
FTL.
cheap. I should get that. 20 hours.
Like, look, you should have gotten on the Epic Store. You would have gotten it for free there.
I don't want the Epic Store. Freaking fanboy. So you played it? Was it actually any good?
Yeah, like, look, I think the problem with it is that it's like, it really tried hard to be like a Spelunky in 3D, and it did things that just didn't work in 3D, because like how you know how like in Spelunky you have the ghost if you spend too long on the level, right?
That can work in 3D, why not?
Yeah.
Well, like it doesn't work here because like in Spelunky, if you have like the ghost, you just go and you just jump straight down to the level, sort of like you put a rope and you get straight near the exit, and like you can always get there pretty quickly. But like in this game, because it's linear, so you have to get through every room, even if you like. And the thing is, like Spelunky has a lot of traps, so they made a lot of traps, but it's really annoying there because like you can't blow them up. For instance, like in Spelunky, you could blow up the spike, so you could just put
yes.
and bypass them.
You know,
and in this game,
I bought the game by the way. I'll check it out in a bit. Well, I mean, I
okay,
won't.
yeah, but
Maybe
like,
I should even check it out on the stream. Anyways,
but, alright,
I mean,
like, yeah,
man,
but
you
still
are
annoying.
really hard to listen to. I don't know if you got that, but
Sorry.
damn, you should talk a lot and you get to the point really slowly. All right, so why did City of Brass fail then?
Well, I mean, but like you see, that's why I think like Metacritic is like better, like Metacritic users, because like in Steam, like a lot more games, a lot of games have positive scores, but they have mediocre Metacritic users, and it like tells you more, because like if a game has both positive Steam and positive Metacritic user, that's like you often tell more important. But yeah.
Yeah,
what's-
dude, you're being horrible. You know, I ask you
I-
why
I
did
can-
it fail, and you telling me about critic
okay,
scores.
okay,
Tell me
sorry,
what's bad
sorry.
about the game.
Okay, I think that one thing that's really bad about it is that it has spikes everywhere, and like not just everywhere, it specifically puts them at
Yeah,
like
that
every
sucks.
it specifically puts them at just like you enter the room and there is literally a spike bed right in front of the freaking door.
Yeah,
You
that's
have-
exactly the kind of shit that I would expect in Enter the Gungeon, to be honest.
What?
Oh yeah, by the way, sorry we're dominating the conversation, but I guess I really want to hear this.
And like it
Oh,
really.
sorry, I started talking to my roommate.
Oh yeah, I guess I heard.
Like it just really sucks. Pretty much every time you want to go into any room, you have to just like slide through the floor or something, because otherwise there is a spike bed, and it will take off like 1/4 of your health, and like because it's like Spelunky, it's also
Okay,
like,
fuck
really,
it, I'm gonna play it.
It's also like
fucking go.
really hard to heal there. How like in Isaac you just like kill some enemies and like you get
Yes?
hurt, so like you go
What
to the
is it,
shop- to
Alex?
the shop and you.
Is this on the stream?
I'm gonna leave now.
Oh, you're going? Alright, sorry that you weren't part of the conversation as much.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry.
I hope to speak soon.
It-
Miss
yeah.
you.
You're just gone.
Love you, Colin. Mwah.
Love you, Alex.
Not you.
No, I'm now hated.
It's just me. It's just me.
Man, why does anyone like Colin? Amazing, huh?
I'm a fucking nice person.
And they just don't know you like I do.
You know me well.
I know, that's
I am a troubled
that's
soul.
why it's hard to like you. Not just kidding.
I'm
Alright.
a troubled soul.
I'm gonna play this. I already. Do I need to play the tutorial? What do you say, Nick?
It doesn't have any tutorial.
Yes, it does.
I mean, it does, but I mean, it will help you, I guess. But it's like it will like tell you. I mean, you'll probably die a lot pretty horribly if you don't, because like tutorial tells you how to
It's
slide
better
and
not.
stuff.
Better not have talking in it.
It doesn't. It only has. Yeah, it only has talking if you approach people that talk. Otherwise, no talking.
Okay, this looks good so far.
Oh yeah, you're playing it live. Good shit. What's resolution we got going?
I know, right?
Oh,
But
you got 2K resolution.
I guess I do, yeah.
1070s for the win.
I mean, I scale it up and it cuts off part of the screen, but I guess you'll have to deal.
Ah, dude, that's easily resolved.
Yeah, I know it is, but I have it that way so it doesn't show my taskbar during development.
Yeah,
Ah,
these are the only
fucking
people that talk in the
smart.
game. You can just ignore them. It's slower.
Can
Yeah,
I
can still
sprint?
see the hearts and everything, so that's good.
Yeah.
There's 3
yeah.
hearts. How many can you see? Oh, 4 actually. That's 4.
Oh,
I
right,
think the
yeah.
most fun thing is to. Yeah, it's not
It's a
important.
nice looking game.
Yeah, it looks great. Wait,
Nice
this?
sand environment.
What's this arrow pointing to?
To the yeah, this arrow is pointing to the exit, and it's like yeah, it's important because otherwise, because
Control.
you'll really want to follow.
Yeah?
Do the lights
really
go
want-
away if you destroy
Like
them?
I think if you right click, you'll attack with the whip.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Where are the controls?
I
Didn't I
think it's
say
active.
controls? Oh, key bindings. Alright.
You're
God, why
flying.
is
Go
so
back
small?
to those candles and try and fucking knock them out.
I don't know why that's a priority, but sure.
It's
Yeah,
just,
you see this
you know,
crouch?
game
You're
tech.
supposed to crouch like this.
Yeah,
every
I
time
know,
there
I
is
know.
spike
I just changed it. Fuck! Did I not
you
press? I guess I didn't press.
It's-
Alright.
I fucking hate when you forget to hit enter.
Wait, sprint? Shift? Weird.
Holy shit.
Alright, crouch C. Save and close, alright. There we go. Oh gee, that crouch takes way too long. Wait,
It also
oh these candles you say? No, you can't hit them.
it also has a thing that like where you see shove, it can be pretty cool. So it's usually better to just attack the enemy. And like whip is really important. Like when you'll see it when you'll now stumble upon your first skeleton. Yeah. It should be somewhere here. Yeah, candles are indestructible, I think. Like most of the stuff that's destructible is there to give you loot.
Yeah, I got some loot. Alright,
Yeah,
so,
like you really should try to pick up. Like it's obviously not important to pick up loot in the tutorial, but later on, like people, like you have djinns that sell you stuff.
yeah,
and
I don't know.
like-
Do I keep my money after the tutorial?
Nah, don't bother.
Oh,
Oh, damn it! I want money.
feels bad.
Yeah, it's like the prices here are really high. Like what I said about health, how like the only way to heal is like to buy health for a djinn, and he like only restores one heart unless like you spend a wish to upgrade him, then he'll restore all of your health. But it's really but the cost like 3 times more than it normally does. Yeah, you see this
Really?
guy? Like, if you hit him in the head with the fear.
Oh shit! Traps. Wait, do I see those traps? Oh man, do they hit again? I need to try it. Oh, they're deadly.
Yeah, the enemy eye is not very good, and like, it's like another thing how like, Ender the Gungeon has smarter enemies than this game. Here we all have like one attack each, pretty much. Unless they lose the weapon, then they attack in melee. Oh yeah, you can do this. You see, spikes bed like this will often be like in front of every single door.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I kind of wonder because I feel like this would be a lot of fun and co-op with some friends online, and if like a future sequel or whatnot. Like,
Oh.
this is really cool gameplay. It'd be even more fun with friends.
And
Right.
what else?
Is there? Oh, it's the full domain class. Damn. No wait. I guess page up and down. I can be a girl.
Yeah, there are different classes, like this class is a guy, but like then the next 2 classes are girls, then I think another one is guy, another one's like skeletons, kind of like this. I usually play the 3rd class, which has a spear, because,
Yeah,
it's just spear class.
Spears are definitely the superior class. So how fast does this get annoying then?
I mean, I think I played for like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
Wait,
I mean,
single player? It's not always single player?
Yeah, it's always single player. I don't think it has multiplayer.
Why was there poison here? Oh, I'm
look,
already dead. I'm already annoyed.
well, alright. So you see, what I'm
Yeah, that sucks.
alright. What I'm saying is that like this thing. Yeah, don't pick this up. I think this is poison. Yeah.
Well, what do you do with it?
Oh wait, press J. Read what it says. I think it does something good. I just can't remember. Yeah. Oh yeah, damn.
Oh, it's
alright,
random?
So what happens? So yeah, when you start the game, there is a random potion. Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's more annoying. Sometimes it's just poison. Like you got poison, and
Yeah.
and then you learn what it does. I think this one's better.
Oh, I don't have
I
money
think this
anyways.
I think this one's electricity. Oh, this slows time down. I think. Like, so you can press J and it will tell you what it does. But
Can I move through these spikes? Yeah, look at that.
Oh.
I'm faster than
You
spikes.
don't have yet, so you have to come back.
Yeah, I know.
Like, yes, the first upgrade, I think it does it so that when you jump onto people, they like stagger. The second one's VIP upgrade, it's not that good. There'll always be enemies in every level, but yeah, you see spike bed already. Yeah, you're supposed to slide like this.
Did I?
That guy-
How did I hurt myself? Ah, whatever.
Yeah, you haven't hurt yourself yet.
I can't?
No, of course you can. Oh, those guys, by the way, that have no arms, they are pretty annoying because, a skull already. You have a skull exploding near you, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Those floating skulls.
Oh, I'm so
you-
smart.
They'll explode if you.
Yeah, I noticed.
You can pay to disable traps, and those things, or this one will explode. So be careful because you might hurt yourself too. Yeah, you're supposed to pick them up and blow up weak walls so that you can get through and like get more treasure.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, don't do this. You only do this when there are enemies nearby. Another enemy.
Oh, that wall
Those
didn't
guys
blow up.
Those guys are the weakest ones. You just hit them once and they die.
Wait, I can't
yeah,
kick
just-
the
ju- ju-
vase.
You pick up the vase and you throw them at the enemy, and it like does the same damage usually. But when it's with skulls, you shouldn't really try to. You don't really bother throwing stuff at them. Not this wall.
shit.
It's supposed. It's like a red wall, but it's like really narrow and it's cracked. It's only that. Don't bother. It will just. Yeah, it's just stuck in place.
Right.
Yeah, just.
I mean, it's not amazingly addictive so far. Well, I guess
Yeah,
for
I mean,
$5 it's probably fine.
But I mean, that's like one thing that I think that oh yeah, spikes already.
Ah,
That's one-
Jesus! Wow, the handless ones are insane. They're faster than the ones with hands.
Yeah, the guys with no hands, the only way they attack is that they charge straight at you. And they can even, like, they can jump up too, that's the health, but you don't really have enough money.
I don't know if there's any other way to kill them other than hitting them. I guess there is.
Well,
I mean, it just feels like I can't tell if it does anything if I whip them. How long does that take to kill them?
Look, you see, like when you use the whip and when like you point the whip at them with the whip cursor, it like shows the different things depending where you point them. So like you're supposed to either hit them with the whip in the head, and then it won't damage them, but it will blind them for like several seconds. And yeah, like whip doesn't kill, but unless it's those floating skulls. But the whip will will stun everyone else. So
I got
yeah.
a rapier.
and like if you use a whip on the sword arm or bow arm for some enemies, it will rip their weapon out and then they'll just attack with their bare hands.
Well, that's cool.
I don't think those upgrades are good, honestly. You should probably try to save up money to buy health, because
Too late, bought a rapier.
yeah, I think it does something magical. Like you really should press J to read what upgrades does. But
Fuck
I-
it.
yeah. So yeah, or you point the whip at the people's feet. Yeah, this guy just kills with the whip. Like for everyone else, if you point the whip at their feet, it like also knocks them down. And that's like the three things you're supposed to do with the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the rapier
yeah,
seems pretty good. Yeah, it's like a spear basically. Even though I guess a sword would also be like a spear. Oh shit! Oh, I'm really lucky so far. God, it's so
Well-
fast, the rapier. I mean, I'm lucky I haven't died yet, despite having only 1 HP.
Well, the spear, there's an actual spear, like the third character, the third girl, and she's like even faster, and like the spear is a good thing that you can actually throw it, and the spear throw is actually pretty good if you charge it, it like insta-kills like the weak enemies. Those guys with swords, they like take 3 hits with the sword normally, but like I think if you charge up the spear...
Well,
it will take-
I seem to be instant killing some of them now.
well, I mean, like the
Well
weak
done.
guys are insta-killed, most of the weak ones. The guys that have no swords are insta-killed. The guys that have, like, I think.
Oh, there's a
probably
crack.
boy-
Guess I need some explosive. Oh, I hope I didn't destroy all the explosives.
This isn't not explosive. This thing just distracts everyone. I think.
Oh, here,
it
is
has
this,
like a lot of.
this gonna explode? Let's see.
Yeah, this one explodes, but it doesn't blow.
Aha, it worked. Money! I wonder if there's traps inside.
Ah, yeah, no, this one has no traps. Yes, this is the one you explode. This big jar.
Jesus, lots of money. I guess I
Well,
lucked out. So I guess there's no way to heal other than buying health.
yeah, you're supposed to buy. Uh, I think there may have been some vampire upgrade, but
Ah
I
man, so
think
there's
it's-
no health drops, never.
Nah, I said it's like Spelunky. In Spelunky, you could only heal if you went to like the. If you found a princess and you brought her to the exit, and then she kissed you and you got a hut, and that was the only way. And that was the only way you heal in Spelunky, unless you got the vampire drop. So they decided to copy this for some reason too, and they decided to copy the ghost as well, and like you're going to get it pretty soon, I think.
Oh
Okay,
there,
for-
I get a heart. Hooray. Alright,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess I can continue
Yeah,
now.
to get the hut, you have to get to the gym that sells huts, and
Yeah, I
like
did.
for
I did. Alright, so why is this game failed then? Is it annoying all the way? It seems fine right now.
well, but like you haven't really played that much, so yeah, and also you see how you have like if you look at the Jin again, just look at him again. Well, how like it says give wish and. mm, and yeah, like you have 3 wishes that you can spend to level up, and like levels like actually kind of get more annoying.
Oh, what
because,
happens if the
like,
time runs out?
like I said, time runs out, you get the thing that's like the ghost, except it's like a tornado of dust, and it will keep chasing you, and it's completely unkillable, and it like shows up even on boss levels, which is really annoying because like every second level I think is a boss level where you have to kill a boss at the end, and then you move to a different type of area, but that boss is like yeah, you can't move on.
Oh,
until you
those
kill the
things
boss.
are that. Are they? Let's
Well-
see.
Which sense?
There's fireballs. Ah, fuck.
Oh, and about fireballs, I forgot that like levels
Nope,
after the third
dead.
level. Oh yeah, that's this thing. This is the ghost.
Well, I
and you
mean,
can't
that
kill it.
completely sucked. The timer definitely killed it.
I mean,
Alright, yeah, so, I mean, obviously this has some design decisions that aren't great, but that doesn't really dissuade me. So, you don't like my game so far, what do you think?
well, I mean, your game so far it's just it kind of like the important thing that sort of lacks wow factor. You know how like there is. And like when there is just so many roguelikes and stuff out there, you like.
There really isn't that many.
Well, I mean, I could probably just.
I mean, I played a bunch and they all pissed me off right away, except for except for the Gungeon and what was the other one? Dead Cells. They pissed me off when I completed them. So I really, even if it's not gonna get popular, I'm gonna make it just for me. Hopefully, I'm gonna not get pissed off at Squid Invaders.
I mean, yeah, that's a good idea, like a passion project of sorts. But the thing is, like,
I mean,
is to make it
weren't you like
ideal.
set for life from just all the money from
Yes,
Binding of Isaac?
obviously. So you don't think that you don't want to just play it just for the gameplay, because I mean I think this looks a
Like,
lot
I
better
do.
than just Isaac. I mean I might be wrong. Maybe it
I
looks real
think it's
repetitive,
visually
but
appealing.
I like just the smooth tentacle and stuff. I don't know if it comes through in the stream, but I don't know. I like the enemies. I like the
Yeah,
movement,
me too. The
even
3D
though-
models.
a lot of people prefer the other movement control schemes that I put in, but whatever, they can pick those.
It's all about choice, you know.
I mean, the enemies are kind of smooth and stuff, but I think that the thing is, though, the way the graphics currently are, like the backgrounds just sort of disturb them because like the enemies are like smooth and nice, but like
Yeah.
everything around them is really rough. There is this like really rough earthen scene, and then there is just the wall that's like kind of like the same tile everywhere, and like I think usually the games that have like this sort of aquatic enemy kind of scene, they try to have backgrounds that are like more monocolored and like there was a game that's really aquatic. It was called what was it? I think it was called Son of the Deep, right? Yeah, and like it had backgrounds that were like sort of more consistent. I guess
So
you
you're
can
still
look.
on about the graphics then? You don't. The gameplay doesn't
Like,
interest you?
I mean, the gameplay is kind of. The gameplay is fine, but
it's
I'm just
constantly
like for
evolving.
me the gameplay. I mean, you just mainly shoot like swarms of the same enemies over and over, and they right now don't really do stuff that's
Isn't that
really.
what you do in Isaac? You just kill enemies.
Yeah, but
There's
like enemies in Isaac, like in Isaac, you're locked in a single room, and like you have lots of obstacles around, and here, like you can freely move everywhere. So you just right now you just kite all the enemies.
There's rooms that lock you in. All those things are possible. I just haven't made the levels yet that
yeah,
have those
yeah,
options.
and
But
also
like
like
right now it's like just really slow, like Isaac and like all the roguelikes that are successful, like ones that are like fast paced and like force people to think on their feet. But here you just like lure all the enemies until you get them to a spot where you can just like safely shoot them, and it's like
see,
not.
I'll maybe say maybe Florian won't like me saying this, but about 12 months ago, mechanically speaking, the game was in much worse terms. It was a
That's
basic concept,
inspiring.
right? And then 6 months ago, it didn't look that appealing at all. I even complained about how it looked, and he was not happy at my complaints about that look. But he took everybody's consideration and feedback, and he's like, "Yeah, well, it has to launch and look decent at least. Like we can't release a PS3 game, in 2020 or whatever, 2019. Like it's just not viable. So, um, like the hope is for Florian just to implement more of the charm that he managed to program into Isaac to make a sci-fi themed version of that somewhat.
Yeah.
Not even a successor or whatnot, but his own take
So
on the
so
mechanic.
so when you saw the boss, you didn't like that either. The whale.
I mean, I mean, the boss. I think, yeah. I mean, it was just. It was just a boss. I mean, it was cool when like the small squid on top of the whale separated, but then sort of came back, and I think the boss right now, like the room that it's in, it's also kind of too large, and it doesn't
Too
really seem.
large.
I mean, it doesn't really seem to challenge you that much. Like you can
Oh, it
just
was
spend
really
quite
hard
a lot.
actually, and
Yeah.
this was just like the level 1 boss. But I don't know. Maybe
I,
I'll move it up to another level.
but
I do
I
like
mean,
to say as
I,
well
I
too.
mean, like if you, uh,
I mean, I'm not
I mean,
great
look,
at playing, but it's kind of hard. Yeah. I mean,
I, I
and
mean,
then
you can only,
I can just tweak how much health drops you get, so that'll change a lot, I
but
guess.
health is one thing, but like it's probably more important to like maybe make him move fast and or maybe maybe
But
make
he's
his
hard because he hit me. That he rammed me several times. You know.
I mean, I mean, just just one thing that I think makes bosses memorable, and like that was the really important difference between Isaac and that game I showed you before, Our Darker Purpose, is that like is how like the bosses look and sound when they do stuff, because what's really memorable about Isaac is that like bosses they like pull faces when they do stuff and have sounds like Monstro. Monster is like not hard boss once you get used to him, but it's like really memorable when he just like pulls face and he has like this missing tooth and then he just spits it out of blood out and there is this disgusting sound when he
So
does it.
is the whale not gonna be? Is he not gonna be memorable?
I mean, what's really memorable about him? Like this guy Crusader, I guess he's better, but like I'm curious. Do you have have you decided who will be doing music for the game yet?
Yeah,
Or
you hear the music in the stream, I guess.
I don't really hear.
Well,
Maybe
too
it's not
late.
loud enough.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think the music will be good.
Oh, I'm hoping
and I mean,
so.
it's not just music, the sound the bosses make when they do. And this guy, and you know this thing about the boss is just right now it just kind of faded out. It's like important to
Yeah,
make
I know.
it so.
I wanna
Yeah,
make
yeah.
it die properly, don't worry. Jesus.
I mean, I'm just saying because like say Dark Souls, it like got away with just making all the bosses fade out once they die. So you know,
Wait
some
till you hear the sound effects of the
Yeah, Dark
deaths.
Souls does have bosses that just fade out, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Damn.
It does.
Yeah,
Like
we're
Black
just like Dark
Knights and
Souls. There you
everything.
go. Maybe I should just make ragdolls that just stick to you as well.
That'd be fun. I'd be in. Here, make that cheat code. Come on.
Well,
man.
I guess you're really not into the game idea so far, huh? Damn.
I know, but I'll say this right. I wanted to say it earlier, but I do
I mean,
appreciate
that's
all
why like I
criticism
suggested
and
like
Come on,
feedback.
Colin was talking. Don't interrupt.
well,
Yeah,
that's why I suggested like
I
going
said
to-
don't interrupt. Colin was
Oh, sorry,
talking.
sorry.
I
Go on,
was
Colin.
saying I'm very thankful for all and any criticism and feedback to help us make better games, and that comes from all perspectives and views.
Oh wow, I guess I interrupted the
Sincerely.
feedback in order for you to say that. Okay.
Well,
No, you can bring the feedback.
Yeah,
because
go on.
it's good
So
for
so
us.
what do you think? Do you think this game will be good? I guess you don't want to play it right now. That's rare. Usually people ask me to let me play it right now, but I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe they just want to play it and hope it gets better, or maybe they just think I got big names, so I got big dick. I don't know.
no, I mean like if you let me play it, I certainly wouldn't refuse playing it, but like
Uh-huh.
if, but like yeah, but if I actually had to just like I don't know if I had to like transfer $10 from like my card to make a mobile payment and then do it, I probably wouldn't. So
Oh
yeah,
damn.
that's like.
You'd buy Reese's skin, but you wouldn't buy this. Damn, that's hard.
I mean, no, I mean, your game does look better, but I mean, you see, this is why I suggested before the stream to like go to other developers' discords and stuff and invite people because I do think at the stage it would be cool to get feedback from like other devs, so it's just not just me, but like. A bit more people at once, just like playing off each
Yeah, I
other.
mean
So
anyone who's interested, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to give out too many review codes at the moment.
yeah, but
Or
yeah,
keys.
I think that like when you do your next stream, like maybe tomorrow, maybe some other day, I'll probably just I found a couple of like discords that are like other game devs, so I'll probably invite people from them and maybe I'll find some. I think I'm also in the Discord that's just about roguelikes. And
So you wouldn't pay $10 for it, but you'd promote it on other discords, huh? Interesting.
I mean that's kind of I mean I'm also so not exactly clear rich even like by Russian standards, so that's like also
But Russians are known for their wealth. What are you doing? You should be
Well,
rich.
yeah.
Wait, was that Alex? No. Okay.
Anyway, so what?
Where were we?
So yeah, I'm not sure what sort of roguelike is like really the best example because I think there was another game that's a bit like this, but it's like not. So it's in top-down perspective, but it's like you also control a ship, but it's top-down and it's pure 2D and not 3D side view.
What's it called?
But Starboard Rogue.
Hmm. So it's an actual ship or is it a spaceship?
Yeah, spaceship. Yeah, when it comes to like naval ship roguelikes, there was abandoned ship from former Ubisoft guy that's like, but it's not like this. It's like FTL, so different kind of combat.
Oh,
and I don't think that was.
FTL.
I mean, there were quite a few games that are like trying to be like FTL, and like before I mentioned.
Loved that genre. I really did. But I never found any other games. I wasn't really looking though. But I
No,
really enjoyed them.
No, not this one. Not Starbound. Starbound.
Yeah.
Oh,
Star
no,
and then
Starbout.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
alright,
seem to
sorry,
be
sorry.
finding it.
I'll type it in Discord.
Yeah, thank you, dude. It was FTL. I was looking for some spiritual successor to that.
Right, so I guess...
Yeah, I type it in
Oh,
Discord
Star
now.
Ward, okay.
Thank you,
Yeah.
dude. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Alright, so basically games that are like FTL, there are actually quite a few, but though most of them are not as good. And you know when I was talking about how 3D graphics, how a lot of people actually think that like artistic 2D graphics are better than like mediocre 3D graphics, and like
Yeah.
there is an example with FTL, because there is actually a game that just tried to be like FTL but with 3D graphics in in Unreal Engine, and it failed really
shit.
hard.
Well, what's that one
Aw.
called?
Into the Stars. Pretty simple name.
Shit, I never
Hooray,
heard
we
of
finally
that.
have the first chat. Hey Lincoln.
Hey, dude. Hope you're doing good.
Mostly negative. Well, I mean,
I'm
if the
sure
game's bad, then yeah, I guess it would have failed.
Yeah,
I've
I-
seen.
And then
games
the
before,
intro is
Lincoln.
just like cutscenes and shit. Okay, I mean the trailer, yeah, okay.
I mean, it's like try to be like FTL. I think they even got, I think they got the composers who did music for Mass Effect, and I think they even tried to get Mass Effect voice actors for some of the cutscenes and stuff. And but like, yeah, I don't remember what they complained about. Like I read mostly like Metacritic reviews from our people, and they said like it was really frustrating to like do resource gathering and other stuff.
Well,
But
yeah, but I mean that one's just massively bad. I'm sure it just plays bad.
yeah, but
I mean,
like,
obviously my game isn't gonna play bad because it's not 3D gameplay.
well, so it's just like what I
It's
said.
just
That, yeah,
menus. I don't know. I guess just making it 3D doesn't help if the gameplay's not there. I don't know. Oh, look at that
it's
screen.
like what
That's cool.
it's like what I'm saying. It's that 3D graphics alone, they're not really a selling point, and a lot of people will just prefer 2D graphics that are like.
But you
look
know, I
more
made
artistic.
Isaac.
But you didn't. But Edmund draw Isaac, like not you, and like.
You're
I
on
mean,
about the graphics still. Holy shit.
sorry, but I mean, sure, you made you made
Graphics
for
are
half of Isaac, but
knacking.
like a lot of people, like I mean, even I remember back when I was on Edmund's forum spring, and like a lot of people they like didn't really know you, even though you were in like literally in the game's credits at the starting screen. I remember I saw like several people who thought that the guy who did what was it called, Super Meat Boy with Edmund, Tommy Rifinis. Yeah, they like
Yeah,
some people
yeah.
actually thought. Yeah, some people actually thought that he was the one who was doing
Yeah, I
Cold
know
and
that, but it's not what I'm talking about either. You don't think I'll make a good game because I made Isaac?
Yeah, there's a lot of polish.
look, no, what I'm saying is that like your name at this point.
We're not talking
it's-
about game, we're just talking. We're not talking about name. We're talking whether or not you think the game will be good.
I-
God,
Okay,
Jesus.
okay, look, I mean, it's like not very binary. It's like there's a difference here between like good and like I think right now there are a lot of games that are good, but they're like not must-have games, and like so like yeah, you can have like a game that's decent, but it's just like not a game you a lot of people would want
Like,
to talk
what game
about.
would that be?
I mean, like, look, you know how, like, I keep mentioning Dark Souls, and like, you know how many 2D clones of Dark Souls there have been at this point. Like, right now, I can, if you like go back to Steam, I can like name you like
Why is that
6 games.
relevant?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I can name you like 6 games that were all inspired by Dark Souls, and that they all have mostly positive reviews, like 80%.
And then you have
And yet,
Call of Duty,
most
Grand
people
Theft
just
Auto,
don't really care much about these games, like outside of those who bought
Watch
them,
Dogs.
because
So you're just
it's
saying you
like,
don't think it'll be popular, or it might not be popular.
If it's a
like,
safe
like,
idea, they'll go for it.
like I don't I mean right now it kind of like looks like it will be a game that will get maybe like 200 reviews on Steam within like first year, and then people will just forget about it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you can't really tell from what I've got now, but sure.
I mean, like, yeah, it's like I mentioned.
I mean, the
Five-
thing is,
let's-
it's really hard to tell because I have like, whatever I did, I was good at. I made like 20 Flash games, and some of them were really popular. Some have got millions of views, and Flash games didn't
Yep.
usually get millions of views. And then I make Isaac, and that was immediately successful too. So, what can you do? I guess maybe I'm lucky, maybe I'm skilled, but you never know. I guess.
You see, when it comes to the polish, there'll be a lot of like graphical features that will really amp up the visual fidelity of the game, like in big ways. Like there's a lot of effects that are in PS3 gen games that aren't implemented into the game world yet, like subsurface scattering and whatnot, and volumetric lighting. None of that's in the game right now. HDR only got implemented about 6 months ago, and that's an effect from about 2010.
I don't think we have HDR. You think of something else?
Not HDR10, not the HDR like TVs thing. I'm talking about the Half-Life 2 HDR.
I don't think we have that either. Why would we need that?
Oh, what? Sorry, HBAO.
Oh yeah, that of course.
Yeah, sorry.
You know, you should just do a level that like has like mirrored surfaces like on all the walls, and then you should implement ray tracing so that like you can get people
Oh,
to use your
goodness,
game
man.
as a graphical benchmark.
Oh no.
Goodness, that'd be horrendous. It'd be interesting to see what would happen if we implemented ray tracing, because I mean apparently it handles all the lighting for you. It doesn't need to be programmed, but I don't know how true that is.
I actually do think that like now that I think of it's like this level, the thing that looks a bit better than in the previous one. It like it casts more shadows, and I think that like the interplay of light and shadow, it's like one thing that can make a game look really cool. And you know one thing that I want to mention before but kind of didn't, that right now the enemies just mainly like the Squid, you just kill them and they fade out. And like one thing that Isaac did that not too many others did.
Yes,
is,
we
like,
haven't gotten to that yet, I guess.
yeah, that like you just at the end like every room was just completely splattered in blood. Like if you deployed bombs, like
Oh shit.
epic fetus like everything was just you could just make the floor completely black and burned out from all the bombs, and you could do this stuff. And right now it's well,
Man, that guy got fucked up by just having knockback. Who would have guessed? I got some good
Dark
combo.
Souls.
Too bad there's no more levels to play. Oh well. Oh, and I'm fast too because I got wings. That feels kind of cool.
Just unlock the bitch.
Alright, well I guess we're ending the end of the stream.
yeah,
what
yes.
a sad-
I
Looks
don't
like
know.
I made it just. Oh, excuse me.
Oh yeah, you're here too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
you
have
made it
this.
just in
We have
time.
this Russian here who just talks all of the time. So I guess. Well, I keep asking him questions, but then his response always takes forever. So I guess you came, but you didn't get to talk.
I mean, as soon as he comes along, I fucking amp up.
Well, that's man.
Boys. 24-hour stream, let's go.
Oh god, no, I gotta take a break.
I know. I need to fucking do the same. Got a busy day tomorrow.
Okay, so is this level way worse than Ruins from visual? Oh, I guess this level had just more plants. But this level is more detail than the other one. Oh, but sometimes it doesn't have backgrounds. I guess I set it up so it doesn't always have backgrounds.
Well,
Do you
I mean,
have- I'm just curious, Florian, do you have background shaders on your environments?
What do you mean?
Like,
Yeah,
to
you
give
know-
them a sheen?
A what? A sheen?
Yeah, they look kind of flat.
Oh wow, look how many
it-
bullets I shoot now.
well,
It gives the impression it's lacking that specularity.
There's no specific that I don't know that there isn't usually a specific kind of background shader that you apply to only backgrounds.
No, see those objects like the building, I don't know if they're classed as backgrounds.
What is a background? There's no
Well,
such
like, see
classification.
the brick walls.
Yeah, what about them? There's no such.
Yeah.
There's no magical background option that does something. I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
how would you add a wet effect, for example?
A what?
A wet effect, if it was raining.
Wet. Oh,
Yeah,
well, I
if it was
assume you'd add
raining,
that to everything, but I don't know. We probably don't have that. I
Like,
guess we'll
yeah,
see.
That's things we need to like work out because that applies to lighting as well.
Well, it's not gonna be raining. I don't know.
No, but even if it's not raining, it applies to the sun rays.
Yeah, that's why we're not gonna have
and
rain because we're
also-
not gonna have
also-
shiny surfaces, I assume.
Yeah, but it also applies to like projectiles and everything. I'm
Yeah.
all about like having a satisfying gunplay.
What are
I
you?
feel like that's the most.
Are you
strongest
saying that
point of this game.
the background should be shiny with the lasers?
Yeah,
Actually, like
I
it
don't
would be
know.
cool if, like,
Maybe.
I mean, like
Like,
if
not
like,
a
that's what I
huge over exaggeration.
I'm not sure
but-
that'll even work considering the line renderers.
like you know, like maybe make it so that, like the levels like right now they're like really well lit, but I think the game may look better if it's like the levels are mainly really dark.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah,
so
but the lighting's not final either. You still talk about graphics every time. You will never focus on gameplay.
I mean, look, but gameplay is like, I mean, like you're like in the what fourth level now, and like all the enemies are just still just.
So?
do the
You
same
don't
thing.
think that the first level of Dark Souls is relevant? I mean, this level isn't done yet, but I mean, if you just had the first level of Dark Souls, that will tell you a lot. In fact, most people get stuck on like the first 2 levels for ages.
Yeah, but then afterwards, I forget, Blight Town. Which level of Dark Souls was that, for instance? Like.
Well,
like-
I
like-
guess it's kind of sequence broken, but I think
No,
Blighttown
I'll-
is pretty late on. I think there's like
I'll be
well,
honest.
there's depths, and then there's
I
Blighttown
forget,
is the one above the Great Swamp, isn't it? So I guess there's. Don't you have to kill? You have to kill the demons first, I think. So I guess it'll be about number 4, maybe.
Like I will say.
The gargoyles, I mean.
In
well,
our
but like.
defense,
But I mean, like in Dark Souls, how like you start off with just different types of skeletons and zombies, basically. But soon you get stuff like, like I mean, if you get to the demons, there's like this really unique demon that's like a mushroom thing, and like it grabs you and then it puts you inside its head and then it spits you out from its leg, and like it's those really memorable.
That stupid thing.
Well, I mean, but it's like I don't think anyone else did something like this. And like you.
Yeah,
like,
what a
like-
waste, am I right? Who wouldn't want to get that?
I mean, like you get to that painting and there are like enemies. There are those wheel skeletons. You get to like, and like I mentioned Blight.
Well, I assume you
Blight
would have
Town.
seen the wheel skeletons in the crypt first.
Yeah. And like there is. Alright, so let's look at the veil. But you know, like the veil doesn't really gesture much. Like maybe it like should, maybe like the veil could, if it. And you know, one thing that's like good that like the first Dark Souls didn't have it, but like the third Dark Souls really did and was really good. But gave pretty much every boss at least 2 stages, and that was really important. So
Did
like.
it?
Yeah, like multi-stage bosses, like it like makes just a lot more popular. And that's
Like the first level, the first boss doesn't have it, and then I guess the gargoyles they spawn too at the end, and that's kind of
no, I said Dark
maybe.
Souls 3, like
Oh,
the first
3.
boss of. Yeah, the first boss of Dark.
Well, I think you're barking up the wrong tree here because I barely remember the bosses of Dark Souls 3 compared to 1.
Well, I mean, you know, it's like actually pretty weird difference because like people who are like kind of more casual in the Dark Souls who just like it, but they don't really care about all the lore and stuff. They like the Dark Souls 1 bosses best things are diverse, but people who are like all into Dark Souls lore and like all into gameplay who like repeat all the games lots of times, they like 3 bosses and stuff the best because it's like you know how yeah, people who are more casual, they don't like 3 bosses as much because I think nearly all of them are humans, but the guys who are like who vote into all of those polls of Dark Souls bosses,
Yes,
they just
yes.
yeah, they just think that all the best bosses are humans, and like all the bosses that try to be unique, like Bird of Chaos. I mean, Bird of Chaos everyone hates it, but like some other bosses that are just like the butterfly, all the stuff they hate it, and they think no, we just want another guy with a sword. That's pretty much what all those like really hardcore fans
Well,
who
I
play
really
the
didn't
games
like
do.
Gwyn in the end. I think he's the worst boss ever.
Of course, lots of people don't like that Gwyn. That's why they made the final boss of 3, like so it shifts to speed
I don't even
mage and
remember what
stuff.
the last boss of 3 was.
It was like the last boss of like the second stage is
Oh
just
wait,
like
I remember now. It's I guess the Chosen Undead.
no, it's called Soul of
Well,
Silver
it's
technically,
like
but
all the player character stuff.
yeah, and then it turns into Gwyn in the second stage.
Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't remember
But
that.
but yeah, that's people like really. If you look at all the polls and like yeah, the bosses that are like that are like giant animals and stuff, unless there are dragons, everyone likes dragons. They're just really unpopular amongst people. Like I mean, Dark Souls 2 had some of the more unique bosses. It had like the chariot scene that like no other boss was like the chariot, and lots of people
that
hate the
was
chariot.
Dark Souls 2, I guess.
Yeah, and that's it. And like Dark Souls 2 had like the largest number of bosses, and like all of them were like human, and like a lot of people just hated them. So it did have stuff that just wasn't. I mean, it had like
So
2
you
red
don't like
bosses.
what you see now, where I have all the power and I'm just destroying these things? Well, I guess I destroyed them already, but I mean, in the end, there'll be harder enemies, and I'll have
But
cool powers, I guess, hopefully.
but I mean it's like when you have good powers, like important when like there are enemies who like also have powers. Maybe I don't know. Maybe some squids will learn to just reflect your projectiles at you
Oh
if you
god.
shoot them at the wrong time, or like if yes, some squids will just like try to, well, maybe not teleport, but maybe some of them will just do phase boost, and maybe some will leave like trails behind them that damage you, like the brains and eyes, like, and this kind of stuff, like, and maybe
Yeah, I
at least
probably
some,
should add more stuff like that. Maybe like a poison cloud they leave, or an
yeah.
enemy that becomes invisible. I guess that's cool. I mean, I
I
haven't
mean,
really thought about it that
fucking
much yet,
awesome.
which I guess is bad, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
There's
like
so
what
many
makes
ideas.
roguelikes really important, is to make like roguelikes, to make the enemies very diverse, and yeah, the combinations diverse. That's
Look how I look. I got these wings. That was the first stuff that I got. They have 2 guns on the side. Then I got broadside, which means that all my guns
Yeah,
are on this side now instead of in the front, which makes me
which
shoot
can be quite
sideways. But
handy.
the wings still
Yeah,
shoot forward. And I guess at some point I got 4 shot instead. Well, I think I may have gotten. I got trident, which made me shoot sideways as well. And then this thing here is an auto freeze. So it shoots blue randomly at enemies, and then it freezes them and they fall to the ground and die because they're frozen. I guess that's pretty cool.
I don't know if this is possible, but I think it'd be cool to set up a
See,
poll with our
doesn't.
fans and Discord users
So
to
just the
like
auto freeze
have
killed
them
those.
to just have them like give suggestions for power ups and whatnot, and if it's feasible or a cool idea.
I don't think
Could be
that's a
something
poll
implemented.
where you give suggestions, but I guess that's cool.
Well, no, you're not poll, but a suggestions thread or something like that.
Do we have suggestions?
I don't believe so. I'm
I
looking
don't
at
think
No,
yeah,
just
Discord has
questions.
we really should ask a suggestions list and
Yeah,
like
Nick came in here and he was like, "Is this server all about politics?"
I
yeah,
mean,
'cause it's meme self promo politics devs only closed channel.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe the politics channel was kind of more active than the others because the other stuff
Was
just
the
happens on
politics-
stream.
Yeah,
I
was the
don't know.
politics channel not just a meme? To be fair.
No. Damn
No,
you,
was it
Colin.
serious?
Yes.
I wasn't around it.
Yeah, you're never around. Mm.
Listen, I'm here now. I was here for the memes,
Oh, I
not
think
the
this boss has like
politics.
the coolest design
And it's
so far.
funny.
Oh
Kind
wow,
of.
yeah, he's
So he-
pretty cool, isn't he?
Yeah, so he kind of isn't animated much so far, and yeah,
Yeah, he shoots
Cool.
rockets. I mean, he'd put up more of a fight if I wasn't OP.
yeah.
I guess you've seen him before.
But like yeah,
My
but like yeah,
autogun just shot all the rockets.
but like yeah, it's cool that like when bosses have multiple stages, and you know one game that I want to give an example. It's like not, it's not a roguelike, and it's actually very story heavy. It has a lot of text in it, like really a lot of dialogue, but like it's kind of talk as much as I do. Well, that's maybe that's why I like it. It's
Yeah.
called Iconoclast, and a guy. It's 2D pixel art. It was made by one Swedish guy, and he was developing it for 9 freaking years. Seriously,
Cool.
and yeah, and like and its bosses has like I think 25 bosses or something like this, and all of them have like 2-3 stages at least.
Well,
And
unfortunately, it seems that your asks are a bit ambitious, and I guess they're unlikely to happen, especially because I already worked on this game for way too long. So I'm gonna put it out in early access, I guess, eventually. So you'll probably
yeah, I think that would be good.
Oh, you think? I thought you would say that would be bad because it would end up just getting a shitty release because it's early access instead of a real
I
release.
thought it was a sketchy
But,
idea 6 months ago, but I kind of.
I mean, from what I heard is that
it's
like
coming
if
on.
like what I want to say, like now that I keep seeing this menu screen, that it would also be cool to like make the tentacles like kind of animate slowly. It will be like, you know, the entrance to that game.
What tentacles?
The ones
Oh,
that
the
I was-
loading, right.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a good idea considering it might freeze.
Well, like really, really slowly, like you know, kind of like.
Yeah, I know,
the-
but loading screens sometimes freeze, you know? And then
Well,
there's no
I-
frame rate to
I
animate
think
things
we
with.
need more like lighting in the game as well. See in the background. It's very
Yeah,
dark.
maybe.
Like if we get some lights there, it'll add more visual
I mean-
fidelity, eye candy.
I mean, I
Yeah,
kind of
that's an
hate to do it
important thing.
because I'd have to make it only show up when you're near it, but whatever.
Yeah. It's just the whole like projectile system's nothing but eye candy, and to have the rest of the environment fall short of that,
Yeah.
would be very noticeable.
Oh, maybe.
But,
I don't know.
Seriously, in the
I
last
don't know
6
what
months,
I'm
this
gonna
came
do
on
for
leaps
early
and
access. I don't know how polished it'll end up being.
bounds. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like,
Definitely.
I heard that like when the game comes out in early access and if it's like more polished than a usual early access game, it like gets people to like people start
Excited.
respecting it. Like how when Darkest Dungeon came out in early access, but people respected that it was still pretty polished, even though like when we
Some
compared.
people thought that was like, dude, this is like a released game. Like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people, you know what I mean? They were so blown away by that being
Yeah.
announced as an early release. And it's good. And Florian has a good philosophy too. You know, it's like if the game does well, you only keep adding.
Oh yeah, we'll
exclusive
definitely
content
add a
to
lot
keep
of
players
crazy
active.
stuff later, I guess.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
Oh, Porcupine, that's funny. It makes it that all the guns I got earlier are just randomly rotated. You see how going up and down and in all directions. So whenever I shoot, it's just like, woo, everywhere.
So,
it's
so
like-
like,
Oh, go on.
what I want to say about the environments, like one suggestion is like to make it so that at least maybe the early ones to make it more about light and shadow, so like one of them is like pretty dark, so that like most of the light comes from like your ship's projector, the one you aim with, and then like the enemies
Yeah.
they have like glow around them.
Oh, I don't know if I can add that many glows.
I mean,
Yeah.
look, I don't think it's
I
actually
should
that
run, like, the
difficult.
highlights.
There's like one game, it's like a free rogue, like it's called Heads, and that game is it's like literally everything's completely dark, and all the
I
glow
feel-
just comes from you, the enemies, and all the shots, and it's actually kind of it's actually kind of compelling because like you know like you're supposed to be the good guy, yet when like you start the level, it's all really bright because there are all the enemies around, and then like you kill them all, and it's all so freaking dark, and like you think, dude, what if I actually was evil? And you know, you start to think like this.
Oh no.
I kind of.
What a common theme in games.
Yeah, but still, like even though it doesn't have like pretty much any story, it's a free game by the way. You can just I mean, there's like a version that has like 4 other games
Hey.
bundle that you can buy on Steam. I think it's called Indie Mixtape. But yeah, but you can just download it for free and yeah, you can just like play it and see how it looks like.
Maybe. Anyways, I guess I don't know. You made me more insecure, if anything. I guess.
No, don't be. This is just
Well, and I
polish
think
stuff,
the guy who
man.
made that game, I think he also made like a different game. I think it was also roguelike.
Yeah, I'm trying to end the
Yeah.
stream. You know. I don't know. You keep
Yeah.
talking.
Florian's tired. I pushed him to stream late.
Well,
I've seen
I
my
guess.
parents.
I guess it didn't matter too much.
It's my
I mean,
parents'
I'm not
fault.
tired. I just. I don't know. I'm not doing anything at the moment, so I might as well stop streaming.
Yeah, man. We'll get to work.
Oh, look,
again.
with penetration, you just destroy all the destructible wall easily. Wow, so many things I haven't even seen in game yet, because I just added those walls, I don't know, 2 months ago. I didn't even try them with penetration yet. Alright, bye everyone.
Bye.
Yeah, have a nice one, dudes.
Yep.
Take care.
Yeah.